Let's go. Hit that share button, people. You know what it is. What's going on, my day ones and my stay ones? Listen, I had to do a lot of pulling, weaving, ducking, and all kinds of other things to make sure we had a show going on today. Right? Because I get exhausted from time to time putting all of this together, right? Let's go TikTok. But nonetheless, I probably receive more out of this show than you do, so the show must go on, right? We definitely have a hot topic today. I wanted to delve off into some of what I felt like we missed yesterday based on the cahoots and things of that nature that took place, right? Sometimes I allow the show to get out of hand. Sometimes I allow things to take place, but sometimes those things interrupt what we're really talking about. The reason that you guys see me often let people come up for extended periods of time, and they might be the caliber of person that would make you say, why the hell would he bring that person up? Well, these are teachable moments. These are the moments, what is going on? These are the moments where I like you guys to see what's going on out there, how bad it is, and you know what you can do about it. So this is why you guys will often catch, it's all good. You'll often catch me bringing someone up who you really can't even believe I brought up. That's what that's about, because proper preparation prevents poor performance. If we could see the things that we have to deal with before we have to deal with them, we should be better equipped to efficiently revolve around them or through them. But when you get caught off guard by something that's high level complications, it could destroy you. It could really mess you up. What we're going to discuss today, let my people get in here. Tap that screen, people. You know ZF is coming in and this thing's going to get shut down. TikTok, tap that screen. All you have to do is tap the screen. Let's get those numbers up. YouTube, I need my people to share the show. If you rock with me like I rock with you, share the show. Let's get it going, people. Let's get it going. Larry Love is definitely in the building, rocking with us on a regular, like a mother effer. Salute, bro. Salute to you, man. We always appreciate you as well, man. Checking us out, you know what I mean? Well, not us, because you are a part of us, rocking with the show every day, supporting us, you know what I mean? I want to say this, guys. We go through great lengths to make sure that we put out hot content that can benefit your lives. There's people like the brother Larry that they support the show like every chance that they get. You guys need to take some of the heat up off of them so they don't have to be the driving force behind making sure that we get new production and the new things that we need to get, right? Just think about it. If you can say that you do benefit this show, there's no way that I wouldn't support it. This is what I do. I buy books and things of that nature to help me get to that next level. So if you do see any type of value in the show, rock with us like we rock with you. Shout out to Miss Brenda in the building, rocking with us. My day one. Okay, we got another new subscriber in the building. Miss Wilson over here definitely rocking with us. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, we have something very important. Now, some people are going to say, what about the men? And I'll address it. This is one of those times I'll do it. I'll address it. You know, a lot of times you guys, we can't really do that because men and women are so different. We're so different to where what it would take to get a man under control is completely different from what it would take for a woman to get under control. What it would take to whip a man's ass is completely different what it would take to whip a woman's ass. What it would take for a man to get all the way out of pocket would look like something completely different when a woman gets out all the way out of pocket, right? This is why it's so difficult when you guys hear us talking about one of the dating categories or something like that, and someone says, what about the men? Well, that's a whole separate show. It's a whole, think about this. When men do get out of pocket, things get tore up, right? Things can get really tore up. Things can go bad when men get out of pocket. Our out of pocket is different than women's out of pocket. When we get out of pocket, people can lose their lives, buildings can be destroyed, and things like that. When women get out of pocket, you can find out a child isn't yours or a family can get destroyed. We are two completely different people, and usually the repercussions that we bring upon this world are different from each other's repercussions, right? Shout out to AJ in this situation, rocking with us. You already know what it is. Listen, so we're going to talk about it. You know what? I want to do this. Let me do this. Let me do it like this. We're going to go ahead and bring this thing in. What was it called? Oh, there it is. That's what it is. We're going to bring this thing in right, people. Show you guys something. Is that it? Let me see. Okay, we'll just do it like this. Matter of fact, we'll do it like this. We'll do it like this. We'll do it like this. Let's go, people.
First. Remember when Ray J was like, I hit it first. Like,
Yeah.
it ain't cute to be the first. That's not the cute one.
For those of you who don't know, this is Karen Steffan Superhead, right? She's been through every guy in the music industry, like literally, like you'd be hard pressed to find somebody who's in the music industry who she hasn't let stretch her out, right? So I want to show you guys something.
First. Remember when Ray J was like, I hit it first. Like,
Yeah.
it ain't cute to be the first. That's not the cute one. It's the last. Feels good enough to be the last. First is easy. I'm experimenting, bro. Of course you were the first. I don't know what I'm doing. You don't know. It's fine. But if I'm an experienced woman who has done my sexual due diligence, who has dated and kissed all the frogs, and then you are the prince and you get to be the last one, you're the one who lets me see that I don't want any of that, and I'm going to stay right here. Like, you're it. It's not who's first, it's who's last.
That's her logic. Her logic is if you're running a train on a woman, right? Who hit first, that's not anything special. If the last person in the train can get that woman to view him as special, that's the guy. This is her logic, right? Topic of today's show, people. Can you fix up a 403, a 304? Would you fix her up? Listen, a lot of you men who are having ups and downs with women right now out there on the dating market, it's because you're trying to negotiate, communicate, and cooperate with an out of control human being. You guys haven't been thinking about this. Things can become our norm. And because it becomes our norm, because we saw Tony go through it, we saw Chris go through it, we don't look at it anymore like it's something that we should be like, what the? Like, that has become our normal every day. Things that should have our eyes popping and our jaws dropping, they have happened so regularly to where they no longer have our eyes popping and our jaws dropping. They have become a norm. But nonetheless, that does not mean that it isn't something that is mind-blowing. A lot of you guys, you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. A lot of you guys are trying to wife somebody who is out of control. And that's your problem right there. You're trying to lock down somebody who, to be quite honest, has had it so bad in life, whatever you want to call it, has had things so bad in life that she can't be fixed. She can't be fixed. We don't think about it like we're supposed to. But think about how hard it was for you to fix some of the broken things about yourself. And think about how long it took. I need you guys to think about this. Let me see something. You know what? We're going to go deep with this thing. I wasn't even going to go here with it, but let's see. I don't know why this does this every time. There it is. We got action. I want to show you guys something. Let's go.
Bitch, you're not on shit. You're not on shit. I ain't on shit. Fuck is you talking about? I ain't on shit. Play with me. I'm the real bully out here. Get with it. Get with it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I want you guys to look at this. I want you to look at this, and I want you to hypothesis fixing one of them to be your woman. See, this is where we're messing up. We refuse to see something like what it really is.
Damn.
Get with it. The bitch we get paid for your little hoe ass.
I on the block.
Fuck is you talking about? We the reason why she get paid that color. Why your nigga hit?
Okay, now let's go. Let's go.
Oh, that bitch went and... Oh, that bitch grabbed a strap. Oh.
She had a strap already ready in the trunk, wrapped up how we wrap ours up. Had it wrapped up in a towel. She's already gamed up. This woman is already broken. She's rolling around with a strap. Where'd you get it? How'd you know how to wrap towel around it so it doesn't get rusty when it's in your trunk? How do you know all of these things? By way of experience, by way of who you've been around, who you've been dating. One of her ex-boyfriends, probably one who gave her that strap. Listen, crazy part, she wasn't scared to bust it. In public. And you're going to try to fix that because she's cute. Okay. Okay.
Tweaking. Oh, that bitch went and... Oh, that bitch grabbed a strap. Oh, God, I shot it. Oh, he got her ass to move. Oh, she blowing at that bitch. Oh, God, she blowing at that bitch.
I want to show you guys something. We're going to have a hell of a show tonight. We're going to have a hell of a show. Do it like this. Boom, let's go. I want to show you guys something. Can't do it. It's going to copyright strike me. But listen, here's what I wanted to say. This woman is busting a strap off in broad daylight. And listen, her friend wasn't oblivious to it. It didn't scare her friend. Nothing was abnormal about it. And you're trying to fix her because she's cute. This is what a lot of you are going through. A lot of you guys are locking in with women who you know things are wrong with her, but she fine. She fine. A lot of you who have messed up things with you. A lot of you who have fixed yourselves up, who have done the work. Some of you, it took you years to stop drinking. Some of you, it took you years to stop smoking. And now here you are trying to do everything that it took you years to do to fix a 304 who you don't know much about. I want you guys to think about what all it took for some of you guys to stop smoking cigarettes. I want you guys to think about what was in place and all that was required for some of you to stop going to jail, for some of you to stop being in the streets. It was a lot. And in some cases, it took the assistance of other people. It took the support from your mom, the support from grandpa. It was like literally taking a tow truck and pulling you out of the sludge. It was difficult. So how hard do you think it will be to fix another broken human being? You're trying to fix, negotiate, and cooperate with an out-of-control woman. And even if it's doable at all, you're going to bring great complications and strife into your life. Even if you can do it, which is unlikely. If you can get her to stop you fuck-ass, bitch-ass nigga now, when she gets mad, if you can get her to stop doing it, you're going to get contaminated in the process. You're going to change. Your temper is going to be messed up. Listen, you're going to start becoming, you think, listen, let's say that you're one of the really smooth going, cool, calm, collective guys. Just, you know what I mean? Life is just low key under the radar. You think it's going to continue to be like that after you're trying to go through the ups and downs with this woman? You're having to take off work early because you see her, I don't know, something tells you to go home. You believe that she's the type who will go off and get busted down, so you're taking off work early to go monitor her. You think you're going to stay the same person going through all of this? And listen, sometimes when you do catch her, you bitch ass nigga. Now, yeah, I sucked his. You think you're going to stay the same? You think you're not going to start breaking? Some of you down there already know what I'm talking about because you've been through it. You got contaminated trying to save somebody. I don't care if it's in a minute way or if it's in a grave way. You can't fight every day and not learn how to fight. Can you? You can't lift weights and work out every day and not start getting immune to it. You can't. It's what a lot of you got. Look, she'll bring you down with her. That's a fact. I don't even care if you survive it. There's going to be things about you that are not the same. There's going to be things about you that he's not like he used to be. You'll be broken. You'll resemble a broken man. You'll resemble a broken man. There's a phrase in the Bible. Well, it's not a phrase. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, cast out the scorner and the strife shall cease. In a lot of your guys' cases, you have to get rid of the problem opposed to trying to fix it. You have a problem on your hands. She shows no signs that, right? Of course she can do these things, right? She can, you right, babe. After you guys get into it and things like that, you right, babe. Listen, it even takes you a significant amount of time to even get her to the place where, you know, you guys have those moments where she'll say, I'm sorry too, babe. You know, I shouldn't have did this or that. And it could take a week before you even get her to a place where she's willing to have a conversation like that with you, right? It could take you a whole week. And then when she has that conversation with you, it's not going to be genuine. It's not going to be genuine. She's going to want something from you. Or she's going to know that in a week, she's going to need something from you. So right now, she's cooperating with you and things of that nature so that when she asks you for that thing next week, it won't be a far cry. It won't be a stretch, right? You guys are setting yourselves up so that you're doing a lifetime job. This is a chronic job that you're having to deal with. This is a chronic job that you're having to set yourself up to deal with. And here's the crazy part. When you're having to deal with people like this, you're getting broken through the process. You're definitely getting broken through the process. It comes from low self-esteem. Comes from low self-esteem. A lot of you guys don't want to acknowledge what you've already been through with her. Some of you don't even want to acknowledge what you've been through with some other girls, right? You don't want to acknowledge it. Let me see something here. Let me see here. Nope. Whoa, was that it? Nope. I should try this. I can't believe I can't find it. It wasn't a part of the show. Oh, whoa. Let me see something.
Like a hurdle. Girls that wham in a circle. Even if love make a jump like a hurdle.
Can't do it. It'll give me a copyright strike. I guess I can't knock it. I have music in my videos too. One more time. Let me see something. I apologize 1,000%, people. Is this it? I want to show you guys something. Check this out.
Yeah! You owe me $3,000, bitch! Damn! Raise the window down, bitch!
No.
Raise the window down,
Wait.
bitch. Yeah! What's up? Fuck him, he stole $3,000.
Chill out, come on, shit.
I don't give a fuck. You stole $3,000 from me, bitch! That's what you
Allegedly, he stole $3,000 from her. I understand all of that. But look what's inside of her.
That's why you look at you crazy motherfucker. Yeah, get the camera. He owe me $1,000. Fuck you, bitch. Tell him you get super $2,000. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Get the fuck up out of here.
What can you do with a woman like this? Listen, I turned it off too early.
That work.
Nobody.
Look how she walks off. Look at her arms buck like I wish somebody would. Watch this.
Who else want that work?
Nobody.
She said, who else want that work? What can you do with her?
Yeah, bitch. Get the fuck up out of here. Who else want that work?
Nobody. You win.
Listen, she's willing to set it off with anybody. What can I do with her? It doesn't matter that she's slim in the waist and that she's not overweight. What can I do with her? Besides quite possibly get my ass whipped. Right? There are some men who have tried to lock that down. There are some men who have tried to, I see something in her. Okay. What the Bible says, thou fool. Shout out to my people down here rocking with us, supporting the show already. You already know what it is. AJ in the building. AJ say, I missed last night's show. I missed the show last night. I'm ready to roast. You already know. Larry Lovelace definitely in the building rocking with us every night on some real stuff. Shout out to Robert definitely in the building. I used to try to save women for free, but nowadays I charge for the service. Listen, Robert Platinum's roast beef repair. Listen, he stay on that. Like he's serious. Don't do it. Has it ever worked for you? And listen, let's say if it has worked for you, if you have been able to successfully save a broken woman, For that one that you saved, there's 1,000 men who weren't able to save the one who went upside his head. You guys familiar with the girl King of? Do I have it? Let me see if I have it. The girl, she's married to a white guy and she always brags about it, right? Queen of Kings, I think that's her name. Let me see. Queen. I know I don't have it. I know I don't have it. No, I don't. It's a black woman who she married a white guy, right? And she was talking about black girls can marry out, blah 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 blah. Come find out, they leaked video of them. He going through it. See that camera when it's on. Oh, he's so amazing and da 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 da. But when you get done, you still a nigga. That girl aired his business out, said that he was really broke and that they really survive off of her YouTube stuff. You can't fix a broken woman like that. The best that you can do is be dealing with a woman who has minimal levels of damage on her, right? That's all that you can hope for, is to be dealing with a woman who has minimal levels of damage on her. Because if you're dealing with anything else, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. In a lot of cases, you have to get rid of the problem opposed to trying to fix it. In the automobile world, the definition of totaling out, when they say your car is totaled, it's when the cost of the repair of a vehicle exceeds the vehicle's overall value. Let's say the car costs $10,000 to fix, but even after we fix it, we can't sell this car for any more than $4,000. They total that out. In a lot of you guys' cases, the time and resources that would be required to get a broken woman where you would like for her to be, what she might become after you get done tinkering around with her won't even be worth everything that you poured into her. You could pour 7 years into her, and even if she's a little bit better, you still won't find, maybe she doesn't drink anymore. Maybe she's not as promiscuous, but you a bitch ass nigga every time she get mad. And she will scrap. I'm not talking about a black woman. I'm not talking about a white woman. I'm talking about a broken woman. There's a phrase that we often use that we don't take it serious enough. And I need everybody to listen to me. For the women who are going to say, but what about the men? Okay, we're going to get on the men. There is a phrase that we often use and observe that we don't take it serious enough. Out of control. Out of control. What do you think out of control means? Can't be controlled. Outside of control. You know how we know that they're out of control? We all know how complicated having a child makes a woman's life. There's so many things that she can't do anymore, right? There's so many things that she can no longer do. Girls' trips, kind of out of the question. Her money is stretched to the ceiling right now. Getting up, burping the baby at 3 o'clock in the morning, PTA meetings, just everything. Cooking, cleaning, diapers, all of it. The things that typically cause women to scream late at night, right? Listen to me. That is so bad up on you, and you recognize that it has complicated your life. When you're in bed with another man and he says, let me nut in you, babe. Let me let it go. And she says, okay, knowing that he's about to complicate her life, would you call that exercising control? You think that's exercising control? You think that's doing the responsible thing? No, she's out of control. If she were in control, she would say, no, you got to put a condom on. Who disagrees with me? Who disagrees? If she had control over herself, she would do what is right. You're not going to get me pregnant. She's out of control. Let me see what my people were talking about down here. Shout out to Lovelace in this building. I wrote to you in my epistle not to keep company with sexually immoral people. Paul said this. Boy, you get yourself in trouble. You get yourself in a lot of trouble. Listen, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. We know what an out of control woman is because her life resembles it. Listen, we're talking about just the second person she let get her pregnant. With 2 kids, as heavy of a life complication as that is, a woman who lets a third somebody whose last name she doesn't know nut inside of her knowing that she's going to get pregnant, or at least that it's very possible. Do you think she's in control of her faculties? Do you think she's demonstrating control, self-control? Self-control, you would have the ability to control yourself and say, no, my life will get complicated. This is why I'm telling you guys, we're dealing with a bunch of out of control human beings. These women are us getting to see a true life example of out of control. In some cases, we take it as bad behavior, but it's so many things wrapped up into one because it's really them being out of control. When you see the confusion, when you see the chaos, right? When you see the instability, this person is out of control. If you think that I'm wrong, why is it insane for us that women are desiring to be equal to men, but it's not insane to them? Think about it. Basically, women trying to be men. It's crazy to us, but it's not crazy to them. You don't, watch this. Ladies, listen, ladies down in the comments, give me a thumbs up if men and women are equal, and give me a hell no if they're not. Give me a thumbs up if men and women are equal. Example of out of control. Yo convo are not valid and doesn't make sense. Out of control. Okay, this is what I'm saying. When people are thinking out of control, you can see it manifesting through their outward actions. Women trying to be men. They're out of control. But the ones who are typically not out of control are the ones who have been under the control of a man at one point in time in their lives. Their father, their grandfather, somebody has really had influence in their lives. Somebody has really imputed their leadership over this girl. Somebody this woman had some man that she could get in trouble by. Somebody who literally kept them in line when they were getting out of line. These are the women who typically aren't out of control, right? Somebody who held them accountable, gave them guidelines and restrictions. Not just lived with them like a typical grandfather, but somebody they could get in trouble by who was involved in their life. These are the women who typically, if they do get out of control, they know how to reel themselves back in, right? When they get pissed off about something. The men who had these women in their lives, the men who were governing these women, the men who cared about these women, when they get pissed off about something and when they weren't allowed to get away with it, a man would say, who the hell you think you're talking to? And force her temperature back down, forced her into correction. So now this woman is used to having to regulate herself when she gets out of control, right? Because in her life, she's been taught to bring that thing back down when it starts getting out of hand. She's familiar with it. It's not foreign to her. It's not foreign to her. A lot of these women who we consider out of control, they never learned emotional regulation. They never learned how to start turning the knob down when they start seeing beads of sweat forming up their head and their temperature going up. They only know how to incite that thing to go up higher, higher, higher until they pull that strap out of the trunk and start busting it, or until they get into a scrap and now they're scratching a man or a woman's face up. They were never introduced to the concept of emotional regulation. They were never introduced to the concept that once you start getting out of control, that thing can be brought back down, right? So now, by the time this girl makes it to you, and I'm talking about this girl who's been under the leadership, who her grandfather didn't play in the games, who her dad, where the hell you think you're going dressed like that? I know you better get your ass back in here, and I'm not playing. I'm not going to say it again. That girl right there, by the time she makes it to you and is about to be your girlfriend, you have someone who can be worked with, opposed to somebody broken who you're going to have to fix. This girl can be worked with because she's already been introduced to leadership. She's already been introduced to correction. Listen, for some years, they have studies that suggest that, you all have heard what you do every day. They have studies that suggest it takes roughly 10,000 hours to master a specific art or a craft, right? And that's a little bit over a year. Imagine doing something over and over and over. It becomes you. You become a master at it. You become very good at it, right? Imagine staying with your dad for 5 years, right? Imagine staying with your dad for 80,000 hours. Your ability to calm yourself in times where you might be leaning towards getting out of control, Lunar J. Listen, this woman is easier to work with. I'm going to say this again. Those of you who are currently in the mindset of starting a family, you're serious about a relationship, right? You gain a significant advantage, and you'll also avoid significant levels of trouble if you get a woman who was raised with both of her parents, raised by her father, or had a strong male figure in her life. You gain a significant advantage. This girl has already been introduced to being checked when she appears to be getting out of hand, right? Versus a woman who's not, when you attempt to check her and let her know something that she's not about to do, it becomes foreign to her ears, and you're offensive as well. You're offensive. What she's seen out of her girlfriends is when you try to pull up on her, when you try to check her, you got to be effed up, right? See, that's what that is. No, you got to be effed up. And you're not understanding it. It's because you're dealing with, listen, I always say this. I've been saying this to you guys for the longest. Now, yes, this is going to offend some people. Turbulence, people. A woman who is not currently under the leadership of a man, has never been under the leadership of a man at one point in time in her life, or does not right now acknowledge the importance of being under the leadership of a man, is of little to no significance on this planet. She can only get in trouble. She can only get in trouble. Are there some women who turn out? Well, yeah, that's exception to the rule. That's an isolated incident. That's an anomaly. But I'm telling you, those of you who disagree with me, look around at all of your friends. Some of you who have friends who, they're out there a little bit. They might scrap, or they got 3 kids by 3 different men. I bet you she didn't have a male figure in her life. I bet you she didn't. Because those get in trouble. Those are the ones who are out there getting busted down. Those are the girls who are out there who will set it off if you dare bring any type of offense in her direction. This is what I'm telling you guys. If you are trying to deal with a girl who was not raised up under the structure of a strong male figure, you got your work cut out for you. Now, since the women are going to want it, we know, let's talk about the men. Men, Coach KL subscribing to the show over here. Okay, I see you. I see you. Listen, men are logical creatures. What prevents you guys from course correcting? It's your emotions. We can tell you guys a fact, and you're not going to look at it whether or not the information we just gave you was valid. You're going to look at it from a perspective of how it made you feel when we said it. Men don't move like that. Men are logical. We can be course corrected. If we were raised without our father, right? If we were raised without a strong male figure, it'll do damage to us. But men have a higher pain threshold than women. So while we're moving around in the world, getting damaged up, bumping into this thorn bush, bumping into this tack, bumping into this nail, the bumps, abrasions, and bruises, damaging ourselves, we still have the ability to be saved, because by the time someone we admire, by the time a mentor, by the time somebody we respect bumps into us, lets us know that they care about us, lets us know that they believe in us, lets us know that they have our backs if we're willing to change, we can hear. We can hear. And it won't sound like yabba gabba 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 dabba gabba dabba gabba in our ears like it does yours. We speak philosophy in your ears. And what you hear is gabba gabba dabba gabba gabba dabba gabba 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 dabba. That's how we perceive it. Why do we have to tell you guys it's not wise to have 3 children by 3 different men? Why do we have to tell you guys that it's not smart for you to be running around acting ratchet and ghetto? And then when we try to explain the repercussions of it, we hate women. We're bashing women. No, that's because when our words go into your guys' ears, there's a filter right here at women's ears. There's a filter right here. Now, when our words go through that filter, it's no longer our words. It's, by the time it makes it to the other side of that filter, it's offense, 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 pissed off, pissed off, pissed off, got a bitch fucked up, got a bitch fucked up, got a bitch fucked up. He hates women, he hates women. That's what happens to you guys. You don't hear actually what we really said. That's not what you hear. Men, we hear enough of it to make us feel stupid if it's true or not what was just whispered in our ear. Damn, my guy on some real stuff though. Every time we go out, we got to pay for your stuff. So damn weight up, man. That's what we hear. And our pride starts to swell up and things like that. And then after we leave and when we go our separate ways, a man is typically going to be finding the hustle, because I'm not going to lie, you just made me feel some way, my guy, for real. And you're not no better than me. And the only way I can prove it is to get my money right. Right? We don't hear the offense that you hear. We don't hear the offense that you hear. We hear it's time to level up. That's what we hear. Men, the whole time we're out here experiencing the wiles of the world, the bumps, the bruises, the abrasions, the damage that we take on. Because men have a higher pain threshold than women, we can sustain all of the damage that we're taking on while we're walking throughout the world long enough so that by the time we come into somebody who's a strong male figure or somebody who has information, the damage that we took on won't have completely destroyed us, and we're still alive enough to hear this new information that's about to save our life. You guys don't have that. Until you come up under the leadership. Listen, we had the show. Let me see if she's down here. Where is she at? What was her name? Joan. Let me see. Okay, I'm getting close to it because I saw it. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Pass me them things. Let's get on. There it is. It behooves us how we have to explain these things. It really does. It behooves us how we have to explain it. Because we expect that you guys, when we say things like a woman is messed up outside of being led by a man, well, the reason we know is because look at most of the women you know who don't have a man. They have multiple children with multiple men. They have kind of fiery attitudes. They're typically overweight. All of the things that men keep in check, you guys are out of control in those areas. So listen, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. You know what? Who is this? Let's do it like this. Who was that? Distance. What the heck? Okay, well, you bring your ASS up here then. There goes my girl, Angel. Some of y'all, man, you better be women, man. I have a question. Name me something right now, people. Name me something that's typically a complication that women go through that would not be made better by a man coming into that person's life. Name it. Name it. There she goes, in and out, in and out, and here I go. Name it. Name me. What's going on? What's going on?
What's happening, Stacey Prince?
I'm good, man. Tell me how your night is going.
Yeah, I'm actually just listening to you in the background.
Okay, I got a question for you, real quick. I ain't gonna hold you up.
What's happening?
Name me something that name me a complication that women typically go through that would not be made better if a man came into their life.
I would definitely say when it comes to picking a man.
What?
Yeah, if they didn't have a man to help them to father or a brother or someone in the family that can help them understand what men are really about.
No, you're making my point. I said, name me some bull crap that women typically go through that would not be made better if they had a man in their life.
Something that would not.
Name me something name me a complication. You know, the world hears about some of the things that women go through. Black women angry and this and that, the babies. Name me a complication that we typically hear that women go through that would not be made better if a man came into their life. You're not going to be able to name, if you can name anything, brother, you're not going to be able to name it. A man comes into a woman's life, her life is going to get better in most areas.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. That's what, yeah, I can't really think of one. I mean, these days, what's going on, it seems like the lack of a man and masculinity is causing a lot of these females really to be quite depressed, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's doing it.
Lacking. Like if we're honest, you know, they're going up with debt when they're coming out of education.
Yep.
We're looking at single motherhood.
Yep.
You know, that doesn't get better without a man.
Yep.
ABs are at an all-time high, and we're talking even in the BLK community as well. So yeah, no, I couldn't come up with nothing.
Okay, now here's the crazy part about that. We just both acknowledged that life gets more difficult for women without the presence of a strong male figure. So imagine this. Imagine 75% in the children in the African American community are raised without a father. Yes, the African American community is going to look like it does.
Yeah. The statistics are atrocious, you know.
Yeah.
I was talking about this just last night, but it's, you know, we're talking from poverty to crime. You know, these statistics, like for instance, if I give you a couple statistics here on poverty, 42% of all children living in a single parent household are considered poverty stricken.
Yep.
71% of single mothers receive SNAP and TANF benefits. I don't even know what that is.
That's nuts.
Right?
That's nuts.
Single mothers are 7 times more likely to live in poverty than those that are married. So, you know, even if we look at AB, the rate of children being AB'd in a single parent home is 21%. And that is triple the rate of those in 2-parent households.
Right. Listen, and since 1974 up until now, Black women have AB'd 20 million babies, man.
Yeah.
When you got a man, you don't have to. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
The key component to keep making their lives better, they've been conned, marketed, and tricked into saying, I don't need that thing.
Here's another one, right? And this is quite a large one, right? When we talk about imprisonment and crime, but it really extends beyond that, right? Because it says 85% of children from fatherless homes are more likely to exhibit behavioral dysfunction than those of 2-parent homes.
Yep.
That's 85% of these children coming from single mother households.
We know it's true. We got them in our family. We know the ones in our family that go back and forth to jail and things like that. It's not the ones who come from those 2-parent households, man. We know the ones who are real loose and things like that. She got a baby at 16. It's not the ones that come from 2-parent households. It's also not the ones who were raised with intimate relationship with their father. I'm not saying 1 or 2 doesn't. I'm talking about on a regular for the most part, generally speaking. We just know it all. We can look around at our immediate circle. Like, I don't do that. I talk about the general broad consensus. But I'm saying that's evidence as well, man. The people who typically their lives end up okay, man, it's people who were raised up under structure. A woman cannot raise children by herself because she's fragile. She breaks with pressure. PTA meetings, cooking dinners, possibly having to have a job, coming home and cleaning up, bathing the kids. One of them is up at 3 a.m. crying. Bro, that's enough to break a man.
Yeah.
And you're going to try to take it on by yourself.
No, that's facts. And a lot of them are dealing with like mental, depression. Over 52% of them are facing depression. If we look at other statistics, women are more likely to be addicted to
antidepressants
than men.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? In a time where men, unalive just because they don't have SMECs, right? And these other things, but they're not on antidepressants.
Yep. See, because the world, I tell people, the world treats men different than it treats women.
Absolutely.
Like, it's a lot harsher on men. Like, the world, we don't have a button that we can unbutton when that cop gets behind us. You see what I'm saying? We had no boobs to, unbutton that top button and get us out of a speeding ticket. You're about to get dealt with. That's all it is to that. When we fall off of a bicycle, the world says, get your ass back up. When the girl falls off the bicycle, the world stops, pauses, and, oh.
Yeah.
It's different, people.
I think that, these statistics obviously affect all communities, but I think in the BLK community, I think that the BLK woman is the most coddled woman in society.
I agree.
I think it's a psychological tactic as well
to
cause division amongst us.
Listen, hold on. I need you guys to really catch what he just said, because most of you, if someone said it, you wouldn't believe it because they're black. You would say, no, black people are oppressed. Listen, black women have high levels of favoritism from the government just to cause division amongst us. You know what's not true? The most educated group in America. But there's actually some people reporting that. But guess why they're reporting it? So that our women can say things like the most educated group. Women divorced at an 80% rate. When they're college educated, it goes up. They start feeling themselves. They start feeling like somebody. They start looking down at you, even though you have a decent job. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you have a decent job. I make more than you. See, that's a way of sneaking a nuclear bomb in a family. Because you got the woman, the person who you trust more than anybody is the one with the backpack with the thing in it. And we never saw it coming. We never saw it coming. They pledged their allegiance to the American government. Meanwhile, the American government, see, you got to understand, gifts aren't usually for free. Whenever something is being very valuable is being given, something is expected in return. SNAP, Medicaid, Section 8. I provide all of these things for you. You better do what the hell I say do. And I said no men can live in that house. Now try me. They're not even going to buck against it. See, I often tell people that African-American men were the only things able to keep black women under control, and the American government helped them escape from black men.
Yeah.
It's what we see today. What was that movie, bro? Olympus? Where they were on hunt for the golden boar, the magical bow and arrow, but they only wanted the bow and arrow so they could shoot it down in the cage and release those demons. That's black women, bro. That's that's black women. What did they say on that one movie? Release the Kraken. That's black women. Oh man, listen here, man. When we rub the side of that genie, oh man, listen. And here's the thing: there's no getting them back inside the lamp, brother. If you think about all of the things that women fight for, bro, think about this: freedom, freedom, more freedom, more freedom. It's never enough. Nothing is ever enough. They have to have more. They have to have more. When they form these groups, when they form these movements, it's always about more. The actual liberation, the right to work, it's always about more. They're freedom junkies, man. They're freedom junkies. They want more, more, and more.
With the sexual revolution, that caused a lot of damage as well when you say you can't put the genie back in the bottle because, you know, when you have a body count, it alters you chemically and emotionally and psychologically. And over 60% of women admitted that they regretted the hookup that they took part of in comparison to 38% of men that regretted it.
Yep.
So, you know, and there are other statistics that show that when a woman has 5 body count more, her chances of a successful marriage is significantly decreased.
All the way down to 20% from 100.
You are very familiar with that,
Pair bonding. Yeah. We are supposed to be able to attack, even in the animal kingdom, pair bonding exists, right? Yeah. You see how loyal the lionesses are? Like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but the lioness will be laying down, or she'll come wave her tail in front of the lion, and she'll lay down. She'll just lay down, and he'll come lay on her back. Have you ever paid attention to how she behaves after that? She behaves like she belongs to him. We'll scrap about him. You remember decades ago when, you know, we used to smash somebody and she'd be sprung. That's because she hadn't had many actual partners. And what we just did to her was valuable in her life. But smashing a woman today isn't as valuable in their lives. Because whereas you coming, you working with a foot long. I don't give a damn, nigga. I know a nigga who got 2 foot longs, nigga.
Yeah.
And listen, I know 3 other men who got the same foot long as you, and that one right there got more money than you. See what we're dealing with? They don't have to fight for a relationship because the truth of the matter was, me and you been together for 2 years. I think about Tay-Tay from time to time. Tay-Tay used to blow her back out, right? And now here I am with this nice, responsible man. You know, he's husband material. Done married him. He doesn't do anything wrong to me, talks to me polite and things like that. But I can't stop thinking about Tay-Tay. Jamal blew my back out too. But here's the crazy part. It's not like she's doing something on purpose because we all have a memory. None of us have one of those men in black wands that you can snap and your memory is gone. Who wouldn't think about the best sex they had every once in a while, which is why women were not supposed to do it in the first place.
That's facts. They call it the alpha widow.
Yep.
You know, and this is why purity amongst women is very important, because you're going to be comparing and contrasting men that you've been with previously,
Yep.
trying to lock it down with your husband.
Yep. And listen, you won't even fight for a relationship. You won't fight for a relationship because, to be honest, you were waiting on some bull crap to happen just so you could say, well, I need to go stay with my mom for 2 weeks. What you really want, you saw you saw Tay Tay at the gas station the other day for the first time in 3 years. Hey, stranger. You saw him. And you just want to get out there and taste the streets just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. But you don't know. You're thinking that you're going to be able to go back home to your husband and things like that. But you don't know when you do let Tay Tay blow your back out like he did some years ago. That ain't it. You want some more of it. And some more. And after he blow your back out, oh so good. And then, I don't know, he has to go back home to Chicago or whatever. Now he has re-sparked that engine. And whereas you don't have access to Tay Tay no more, now you're scanning society. Looking around in society for somebody who's built like Tay Tay. Somebody who carries characteristics of Tay Tay. So that you can't get it from Tay Tay no more. But hopefully he got what Tay Tay used to do to me. Now you're out there in them streets again. Done messed up a whole family and everything, man. This is what we're seeing, man. These people start missing the streets.
A lot of them are lacking, oxytocin, and vasopressin. They're seeking dopamine hits. We know that vasopressin is a chemical that's released
every time they get smashed.
Not only to pair bond, but to create an attachment in a monogamous relationship with men. So if your vasopressin isn't kicking in the way it's supposed to, then you're going to be more addicted to the dopamine hit.
Yep.
Which gives you that thrill,
and you got to chase it.
You got to chase it like a smug. It's crazy work.
It's crazy you say that. We did a show on that yesterday.
Wow, I missed it, man.
Yeah, vasopressin and the dopamines, man. We did a show on that yesterday.
Oh,
and listen, he didn't even catch the show. So it lets you know that what he's up here saying is in alignment with the truth.
Facts.
He wasn't even here yesterday.
Nah, I wasn't here. I try to catch you every time I see you, man. I come in the room and I listen to you. I go on YouTube and I hear you out.
My man.
I love your work, man. Your stuff is truly amazing. Honest to God.
I appreciate you, brother.
Godspeed to you. I'm going to drop down because I'm literally doing some work. I'm editing a video. But,
knock it on out, bro.
To come show you some love. Salute to you, brother.
Salute, brother. Salute. You be cool, man. Just how far we Indigenous Starseed in the situation.
What's going on, my man?
Oh, man. Life is amazing, man. Tell me how your night's going.
Hey, for sure. Night's going good. I just wanted to, I was scrolling and I heard you say I agree with probably 98, 99% of what you say, right? The only thing I kind of disagree with is the pain tolerance of women. They give birth. I don't think we can handle the birth, bro.
No, we're not. You're talking about a different type of pain. We're talking about life pain. Women can't go through what we go through in life. They break. Like, listen.
Okay, now that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now that makes sense because we do deal with a lot more than they deal with.
Bro, we lose our lives in the streets.
Yes, bro.
Listen, they have studies that suggest that when a man gets in trouble and when a woman gets in trouble for the same crime with the same record, man, men are more likely to get like 2 to 3 times the sentence that women get, man. Look how many more battered woman shelters there are than men's. Look at the suicide rate of men opposed to women.
Now, when you put it like that, I agree totally. Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, they have childbirth. When they get viruses, their estrogen helps them fight the viruses. But when we get viruses, our testosterone makes us feel like we dying.
Mm-hmm.
So it's biological. But what you're saying, what you just said, 100% agree.
Yeah, I'm talking about life pain. You know what I'm saying? We have to
Yeah.
go through it. Look, just what we have to do to turn ourselves into something that quality women are even attracted to, man.
Hey, for real though, for real. And like I said, I've been married. I've been in live-in relationships, bro. I'm telling you, I'm at 48. I don't want to be in no relationship anymore. I don't want to live with a woman no more. My peace, I found my peace, and I'm like, oh, they done messed up. They let me find
man.
my peace.
Yeah, and you know what? That's actually very terrible for a man to be able to say, as valuable as men look at women. Men since the beginning of time have been willing to lose our lives for women. But what they turned into, this modern woman thing, what they turned into once they morphed away from traditional woman mindset, what they turned into, men aren't attracted to. It's almost like a man being willing to date a mini version of a man.
Oh, you are totally right. I have no. What's crazy is that the thirst traps that they used that they used to put, and I used to be like, oh my gosh, we fine. Now I look at them and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
What do you bring to the table though?
Juice
Like,
ain't worth the squeeze.
right. What else do you bring? So,
Yeah.
I thank you for what you're doing, bro. I'm about to step down.
I appreciate you, my guy.
I had a confusion on the pain thing.
All good, man. I appreciate you.
Sense. Yes, sir.
Listen, and I'm going to tell you guys this. I feel really bad for women who have had 15 and more bodies. Oh, hell. Turbulence, people. It's over for you. It's over for you. And at this point, it's not even your fault anymore. Your biology is kicking in and making you unsuitable for the long haul, making you unsuitable for marriage, making you unsuitable for long-term relationships. That's why so many people are finding out that children that they raised for 20 years are not theirs. Once you get your butt blown out to the extent that most of you have, you can't get in a relationship without occasionally fantasizing and thinking about the guy who tampered with your butt. Yep. And just how far she'll go. Good brother.
What's going on, cuz?
Oh, man, everything is good. Tell me how your night's going, man.
Man, it's going quiet, man.
No, that's right. That's a golden treasure box to a man, ain't it?
Man, I'm telling you. Yeah, I just come up, man, to let you know, have Merry Christmas to you, man, and your guests.
I appreciate that.
Listening. And man, one thing I got to say about this is that I went through that in my early 20s and late 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Dealing with an older woman, 8 years older than me. Not knowing what I was getting myself into.
He got that work. We'll never hear stories like that too tough, because an older woman, she know how to put that work in.
Hey, man, I can say, when I first met her, bro, I'm talking about this woman. She was way older than me, and man, when she stepped out my bathroom, broke naked. I mean, she got 3 kids, but no scars, no nothing.
That'll do it.
Flat. That got me right there. So
Yep.
I'm like, damn,
that'll
man,
do it. That'll do it.
But man, that woman put me through so much shit, bro.
Yep.
I just left. I moved so far. I was in Memphis. I moved way to Delaware, bro.
See, and I'm telling you, bro, that's what's crazy about it, man. A woman is so valuable to a man You're not even supposed to hear about those things. When a woman loses so much value in the eyes of man to where he wants to be away from her, that woman is out of control. She can't control herself. She can't be something that's pleasant. She can't snap back. It's because they've had too many sexual partners, man.
Hey, man, that is so true, bro. And I appreciate you and Kevin Samuels, man, because y'all taught me a lot, bro.
Much love, brother. Much love. What kind of bike is that, man? What is that? A Katana? What is that? No, that's a Suzuki something. Is that Hayabusa?
Yeah, that's Hayabusa.
Okay, that boy got that 1300 popping off.
Yeah, that's my baby, man. I had that ever since 2019.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate you coming up and rocking out with us, man.
All right, appreciate it, bro.
You know it. Around 2000 or 1999, that was the fastest bike in the world. 1999, they did was before they put the governor on it. Like you could pull that thing all the way back in it, but it was so fast they had to put a governor on it, keep it from doing its full potential. Shout out to Holy Ghost in this situation. Been trying to say what's up to my brother. Look, Connie said, my husband is my second body, and we've been married 17 years. That's all Connie gonna get. That's all Connie gonna get. She still has the ability to be crazy about a man for his sex. I'm not saying that that's the only reason. See, when you can still be wowed and impressed by your man's sex, it increases your potential to fight for the relationship. It just does, because you're still wowed by him. You can still think about so many things about him that's really dope. He takes care of me financially. He's a handsome man. He's a good man. And I love our sex. Remove that sexual component away from that. Remove that sexual component away from that. And be able to think about 6 to 10 other men who make him look like an amateur. You will find yourself doing little goofball things in order to sabotage that relationship so you can get back out there to Tay-Tay them and let them blow your butt out. I said it.
Bang, 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 daddy, bang. Bang, 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 daddy, bang.
Shout out to Dale. I appreciate the love. Why do I have songs in my head right now? Just how far we'll go. Right? Okay, well, come up here. Listen, check this out. Men really believe what they want to believe, huh? Let's see if she'll come up. See, that's why we think it's crazy. Come on up, Chelsea.
Hi, Stacey.
Come and talk to me. You know I don't know the rest of the words. So tell me how your night is going.
It's going all right. Enjoying Christmas.
Okay. That's what's up. What you cooking? Ain't no man got you in that kitchen slaving over that stove?
I'm single, baby.
Why is that? Are you not suitable for marriage?
Oh, Stacey, why do you men always think that? No, I just ain't found the one, and I don't want to be married, to be honest.
Okay, so if you found a man who was amazing and he had the look that you wanted, he had the characteristics that you wanted, would you marry him?
No.
Tell me why.
Because I just don't see the point of marriage.
Okay. Well, for one, it's how legacies are passed down. It's how huge lump sums, the most powerful families in the world are passing down generational wealth. But now, see, you can't do that if you're not married. See, who gets his money is the other woman who really means something to him. He's not obligated to leave you anything in the event that he passes while you are smothering him on top of him. It's strategic. But my question to you is this. You don't see any benefit in marriage.
Yeah.
But ma'am, we know you're not celibate.
Bang, 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 daddy, bang. Bang, 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 daddy, bang.
Okay, I'm not gonna speak my business because it's TikTok, but I really am.
No, you're not, sweetie. No, you're not.
Stacey, do you live with me? Are you my front?
Okay, so I have a question for you.
All right.
Has a man touched you in the last 5 years?
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Excuse
Ma'am,
me?
we
That's
know
personal.
it's been the last 12 months, ma'am, okay?
Okay, not the last 12 months. Now you're pushing it.
You don't believe a man has touched you in the last 12 months, ma'am?
No, I know a man has not touched me in the last 12 months. How are you going to
Tell me why. Tell me why.
Because I'm actually celibate.
Okay, so let's do it like this. Do you believe that you have a better temperament with this going on or no? Do you believe you're more pleasant out in the world than if you had a man that, let's just call it a release. Both of you guys do your things, you enjoy each other. Do you believe that your mindset, your mind state would be more pleasant or no? Do you think that you would be freer mentally or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means you're operating inside of a bit of chaos. Not a ton of chaos, but here's why I always bring these examples up.
Okay, go on.
If you pour sugar into the gas tank of a car, the reason that there's going to be a malfunction is because you now have that vehicle operating outside of its natural intended design. Men and women were not designed to be going extensive amounts of time without the opposite sex companionship. And if you look around, there's a reason why the children turn out better when they're raised only by the mom. There's a reason why they turn out better when two people are raising. There's a reason for this. All of the information leads us to believe that coupling up almost turns out better in all the cases. Financially, it turns out better, right? Even just to have a companion, it turns out better. It allows us. So if you think about prison, excuse me, if you think about prison, when you get in trouble in prison, what do?
They punish you, don't they?
Yes, how?
Don't you get like longer jail time?
And what else?
I just know longer jail time.
Solitary confinement.
Okay.
Because it is a punishment to be removed away from other human beings. We're not wired to be away from other human beings.
Okay, that's true. Of course, nobody wants to be like locked away all by themselves. However, it doesn't mean you just want to be having sex all the time.
So you wouldn't want to have sex with somebody who is amazing, who you admired, who you respected. You respected how he carries himself. He's handsome. He smells good, and you just dig him. You wouldn't want to have. You wouldn't want to be having relations with him like spontaneous. Just walk through the door and he just ravishes your body and things like that. Touches you in all of the right spaces that you didn't even know men knew that if a man touches me right here or if he touches me right there, I lose my mind. He does all of this stuff right. You're telling me if you had access to him, I'm cool on that.
I don't care enough. I know what you're saying, Stacey, but I'm at a stage where I actually just don't care enough to be in a relationship.
Menopause done kicked you in between the legs already?
Oh, menopause, haha, I'm 29, try again.
You're 29?
Yeah.
Cam up.
Wait, why do I need to come up because I'm 29?
Because you sound older.
No, I've got a deep voice, that's why. I'm actually 29.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Ask Boy Wonder. Boy Wonder knows me. I'm 29.
Well, cam up. Rock with me. Kick it with me.
I'm not camming up on you here. We can talk privately. I'm not doing that here with people watching me.
Why not? I thought you was kicking it with me.
Stacey on bait TikTok.
What's wrong with TikTok?
Too many apps on this place. Too many apps.
You say too many she said she got virtual ops in the situation. So listen, tell me what I have wrong. Tell me what I have wrong.
No, to be honest, what you said makes a lot of sense. That's why I'm not even going to dispute you or anything. However, I'm just at a stage where I want to be single.
I can respect that.
that decision. Yeah.
Some women legitimately do come to that place. The only reason we challenge it is 98% of the women who come up here and say that are lying. Because once we pose a certain question to them or whatever, it comes to find out that if he was the right man, they would go ahead and entertain him. But when you're truly happy being by yourself, you won't even allow somebody to come into your space, even if he is handsome, even if he does have money, even if he is good in the bed. But all right, I appreciate you coming up.
All right, Stacey.
You know
Thanks. Bye, baby.
You know it. Just how far will go? Could never be, Adam. Could never be. I wouldn't ever mess with nobody online. None of these. Never. Sometimes if you guys hear me talk to a woman, like I do one-on-one counseling, people book sessions with me, right? And there's a lot. I learned that a lot of men, when they come into the session, they ask me, how I sound confident and things like that. And it helped me understand a lot of men have trouble talking to women directly and things like that, even shooting their shot. So sometimes when I see an opportunity, I'll do it in front of everybody because I want guys to get over that. You know what I mean? I never mess with anybody that Sweet said the way he smelled makes me wet. Salute, salute, salute. I appreciate the support. Hey, listen, I'm not sending no link. Okay, you better cam up then, Connie. Nobody's sending no link for you can be down there in a black room. And I'm going to boot you off if you don't come up here to where we can see you. You talking about give you the link. Well, there go the link, Connie. There go the link. Dem Canes in the business. Shout out to Dem Canes. You're going to have to help me pronounce your username too. Is it Dem Canes? And listen, shout out to all of the new subscribers to the channel. Those of you who don't know, a lot of you don't know. If you become a member to the show, you have access. Listen, it unlocks a door to where you have access to like, I don't know how many, probably over 100 shows that everybody else can't see. Those of you who have not become members, when you become a member, you will have this badge by your name. It's $2.99 a month. That's all. And you get access to all of our old shows and all of the new ones that we don't want anybody to see. We should have at least 5 new members tonight, right? Go up there and click that thing, people, so you have access to all of our shows. We got probably over 1,800 shows, right? Black Dove want to come up here playing ignorant. What's a 304? Just how far we'll go. Adam said, somebody give me a free membership so I've got the badge. Hey, listen, the membership is where it's at. You guys get access to all of this content, plus some of these shows. As soon as we're done doing live, I push them over into members because my people who support the show, they should get all of this stuff. You know, when some of your favorite shows are right over there in the members only. Connie, I'm resending the offer. I have to put up with this. That stuff is weird to me. Bring me up, bring me up, bring me up. And then I've already took the thing down, Connie. I don't have to put up with this bull crap. Listen, shout out to my girl Lena and Love Lace. Mother, definitely in the building with the cash apps. Listen, my people down here setting this MF off. AJ definitely over here setting it off. AJ been snapping soon ever since AJ came in the building. I'm gonna have to put AJ up here on that. They get 40 bodies, get fat, get Section 8, then want a cleanup guy to take care of Octavius Jr. And I think y'all think that we don't know that's what's happening. I think. Do you guys not know that we Where's it at? I just recently did a clip where the woman came on and she said, "What do y'all act like y'all hate single mothers? No, you're not about to use us." See, listen, okay, this is about to get nasty. Turbulence, people. Biggs is definitely in the building in this mother with the $15 super chat. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. I rock with the people I rock with. I rock with my people, right? Some of you sit back and you watch them support the show. You know that's not cool. Like if you guys rock with the content, you are logical people. You know if you're hearing something of value or not. You know if there's been work put into this information. Rock with the show like you see these other day oneers and stay oneers. But listen, we got to drop a bomb. Turbulence, people. For those of you who are new to the show, if you hear that, I'm probably about to rock the boat or say something that's going to ruffle some feathers. Ladies, did you know that if you come into a situation with other men's children, that you don't have the rights that other women have? You don't have the rights to come in there expressing all of these opinions that you have. All of you think this and that should be this way and that way. Did you know that? You think you have the same rights bringing complications into a man's life that a woman with no kids? Do you think that? Name another sector where that applies. Name, even in the job sector, where a person works 15 hours a week, gets paid more than a person who works 60 hours a week. These are paychecks, people. Now, here's where we don't have, I'm going to give ladies the cheat code. Let's get up in this mother. Turbulence, people. You ladies with the babies want to be treated with respect? Go into that relationship knowing that you came in on the clearance rack. I don't say it to mean disrespectful. Maybe I don't know. There may be a better way to say it, but your value is not the same. You've made some significant mistakes and you have to wear those mistakes. He's not going to disrespect you. It's going to be cool. The relationship's going to be cool, but go into that thing with a lot of grace. When he messes up, you got nerve enough to be trying to leave somebody because he cheated twice and you got 2 kids by 2 different men? Are you out of your fucking mind? Lord Jehovah, please forgive me. F-bomb is not tolerated. Forgive me, Lord Jehovah. Why don't you know this? You really believe that your value is high enough to dismiss a man because he messed around a couple of times, and here you are bringing 2 of somebody else's life complications into that man's life? You should be thanking God that man opened his doors to your bastard children. You can get pissed at what I just said, but look the dictionary definition up for bastard. I'm a bastard. I'm a bastard. So? And this goes to show you about the selfish nature of a woman. It goes to show you about the selfish nature of a woman. You believe that you can bring 2 or 3 children into a man's world and still have the same rights as a woman who's a good woman, feminine woman, fit woman with no kids. Oh, hell no, I got to bring me 2 women up here. Let me see. You don't tell me what to say. And you know better, realtor. Yeah, I'm going to bring a couple of people up here. I want to see how crazy you are. Dub, you get your black at. Oh, okay. Just how far we'll go. Connie.
Hello.
Tell me how your night is going.
It's okay.
Okay. You
Yeah,
doing all
it's
right?
good.
Okay. So listen, I got a question for you. Do you believe that a woman who has children has the same rights in a relationship as a woman who doesn't have children?
I'm sorry.
Hey, I got to get on with the show, Connie. I got to get on with the show. Did you have a question for me?
No, I didn't hear what you were saying. Do I believe a woman in a relationship has the same right as a woman
A
that
woman
don't
who
have
has yes.
no, I mean no.
Okay, I appreciate it. I just wanted
Not
to know
if
that.
they
I don't.
I'm married, so
Okay, listen. I got to get back to the show, Connie. Just listen to the show from down there.
can I talk about the body count?
Go ahead.
So I'm one of those women. I don't have a high body count. I've been very traditional in my life, so I believe in a low count and being traditional in a relationship. That's always been very important to me. I've
Sid
never.
Cooper in this situation. That's good. That's good because it makes life be better all overall. But listen, I got to get back to the show, Connie. I appreciate you coming up. AJ definitely in the building, setting the thunderstorm off up in this mother. They passed on good guys that would have made them wives for guys who made them raise kids alone. Stay there. How about that? How about that? Waddle in that mess that you created. So somebody coming up here. Oh, you're going to bring your ASS up here. Oh, you're going to bring your ASS up here.
I was invited up.
You know I had to recruit you one more again. One more again, where that booty at? Huh, yeah.
Okay, Stacey, what's up?
Listen, check this out. Do you believe that going into a relationship, a woman who has a couple of kids by a couple of different men has the same rights in a relationship as a woman who has no children?
To be honest and fair, no, but I think it's the same thing with men who have got a bag of baby mothers.
You don't really believe that, do you?
No.
Okay. So did you know that 80% of the time, the women, if they want the children, they get them 80% of the time?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so if I want to ravage your body, Chelsea, when we come up off of our date, before we make it into my door good, I could just start ravishing your body. And I won't have to say this, shh, the kids, but you will. Can we agree to that?
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah. Savage, what's going on with you?
Hey.
You look like somebody I used to date. The heck? Who's that? Tell me how your night is going.
My night is going really well. I can't believe I'm up here with you.
I mean, we just rocking, right? I mean, it's the holiday season. We got that vibe going on, right?
Yeah.
What you gonna cook?
I chose not to. I'm not doing so well. I had a bad allergic reaction.
You'll get over it. You're gonna be all right in a couple days.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
That's what I'm talking
They
about.
got a good daddy. He's a good cook. He's a better cook than me.
I had a question for you.
What's up?
A woman who has 2 children by 2 different men. There's 2 women who are going into a man's life for dating. One woman has 2 children by 2 different men. another one, she has no children. Do you believe that they both carry the same rights? Do you believe that both of them can go into these houses with these men and complain about the same things? Do you believe that?
No.
I don't either. See, listen, it's with our cars. You wreck a car and you can't get the same value for it. I don't care if you drove it off the showroom floor 10 minutes ago. Even driving it off the showroom floor, they say it loses around $15,000 by itself. So my question to you is this. How come you don't think because listen, let's be real. There's women who have 2 and 3 children who go into relationships with decent men and tell him what the hell he better not do.
Well,
Cuss at him.
I agree. I look at it like, you know what I'm saying? If you got a poor credit history or you got some derogatory stuff on your credit, there's no way you can ask to own something brand new or valuable and think that you can measure up. You know what I'm saying? It gotta make sense.
And
That's
here's
the resume.
Listen, this is not to be disrespectful towards the women who have the children, but here's the thing. If you would listen to this and adhere to it, you could actually get in some good relationships. The reason you're not able to sustain, some of you got, that good poontang. You got that good, so you got him in bed with you and things like that. But you can't keep him because you think that you qualify for more rights than what you really should have. Questioning him about that. I don't think he should be a chronic cheater, especially if he said that you guys are in a relationship. He shouldn't be cheating. But if a man takes you into his life and you have 2 children by 2 different men and you catch him cheating, are you crazy for leaving? What do you think is waiting back out there on those same streets that you were on before you met him? That is where you're going right back to. And whatever your circumstances was, however it was going for you before you came off the streets and bumped into this man, you're going right back out there to those same circumstances. I don't care if a man had gave you chlamydia. I don't care if a man tried to take it. I don't care if you're going right back out there to all of that chaos. So those of you ladies who are listen, your value drops. Did you need to hear me say it? Per each kid, your dating value drops. And you have the nerve enough to be coming into men's lives like you got ultimate say-so or something. You don't. Hey, that's crazy that you guys, but I appreciate you guys coming up here. You got anything else for me before I go?
Stacey, can I just ask you a real quick question?
Go ahead.
Okay, so what about men with multiple baby moms and kids then? What about their value?
We just assessed that. Mines are not going to impact your life like yours are going to impact mine. Think about it. When you deal with men who have kids, some of you have never even seen his kids. That man got 8 kids somewhere.
Okay, but what if he's got crazy baby moms though? That's affecting women's life.
No, that's adding in a super hype into it. That's not typically the case. And if he's got, that's not even the case really. It's just not even really the case. To be honest, in a situation like that, you simply don't mess with that man. There's too many men who have children who don't have crazy baby mamas.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Fair enough.
I have a statement.
Talk to me.
I feel like if you're a woman and you can hear me, I want to say the best thing you can do in your life is take accountability. If you don't take accountability, you will never change or move forward. You always have a victim mindset for what you created. And once you see that what you created is your fault, then you can move forward. But if you want to take the time to deflect and you need to blame everybody for what you did, for being hard-headed, for doing what you want to do, because you didn't want to listen to your brothers, you didn't want to listen to your fathers, you didn't want to listen to the people that cared about you because they weren't on your side, then if you fail and fall apart, it's 100% your own fault. Do not fall down and reach for everybody else on the way down. Fall down by yourself.
Listen, I'm going to have to follow her page behind this madness. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys something. Men don't like, it's not our nature to, it's not our nature to bicker and things like that. We really only want you to have a mindset like hers. Hey, listen, call us out when we're wrong too. See, men aren't the type to, no, we don't be taking each other's lives gang banging. It's not who we are. So it's crazy to us when we hear you guys dodging accountability, and it causes more friction than whatever it is that you did that you need to be accountable for. It actually goes on longer. If you Your man was cheating and you went off and jumped on the woman who did it and pushed her kid down, and we're trying to check you about it, but you won't hold yourself accountable. That argument goes on longer than what it should if you just say, I was wrong when I did that. The moment you say it, you nip everything in the bud, and I can't even keep on condemning you for it. That's where you guys are messing up. You're not responsible for anything. Nothing. Some of you have been chronically single for 15 years, and it's all men's fault. Listen, men don't typically see something amazing and run in the opposite direction. Y'all got anything else for me?
Yes, I do.
Talk to me.
I have advice for some women that will help them in their relationships. My best advice for you when you're dealing with a valuable, strong man is to work on your communication. What does that look like? When he says something to you that offends you, do not go on your own understanding and run away and assume what you thought he meant. Ask him, what do you mean by this? Let him know, when you said this to me, I took it like this. Let him know, you know what, I'm not sure. Can you give me clarity? Always ask a man for understanding and don't go on your own. Because all the things that you're afraid to look like, such as weak or stupid, you become those things because you don't take the time to ask questions. The smartest people in the world ask questions.
Yep.
You'll listen to your supervisor, you'll listen to teachers, and you'll ask some questions so you can do your job right. So if you're going to be a man's good woman, you ought to ask him how to do your job right. Then you'll know what you need from him.
Listen, let me ask you this. Because we do know that this is a different generation and they abide by different codes. They abide, they pretty much get all of their understanding and their teachings from trends and social media and things like that. My question to you is this. Do you think that these women are genuinely oblivious to how good life can be if you lock in with a man with the intentions, with genuine intentions of being cooperative? Do you think that they don't know?
I think that they do know, but I also think that they're entitled. Let me give an example. You see, the man has been taking accountability since he was a little boy. He's accountable for things that's not even his fault. But the little girl is told, you know what, this is not your fault. They made you react like this. They made you feel like this. And she gets used to feeling like that as she gets older. So then when things start to happen and you tell her that she did something wrong, all of a sudden she's a victim because she's not used to taking accountability. So then when she's put in her place, all of a sudden you're a narcissist. You're controlling.
Right.
You're the problem because she's not allowed to be the problem. Then jealousy starts to come out because you're able to do things that she feels that she can't.
Yep.
So then all of a sudden she needs to push you away or take you out the environment because you're making too much sense while she is not. And she doesn't want to look like a fool, but she is one.
No doubt about it. We see everything that you just described. We see it that's why I think shows are like this are important, because everything that you just said, it would be difficult to press that information off on somebody, right? It would be difficult to press that information off on somebody without them trying to be skeptical of it. But now that we have these platforms, we get to see it. This stuff is real. You know what I'm saying? And men are more aware of things, right? We're more aware. Like, listen, you got to understand this. And I think maybe you guys don't know it. Do you know prior to social media, we didn't know this much about you guys? We had no clue. Only thing we knew is what granddaddy, what grandpa, what daddy, and what uncle taught us. What they taught us was, when you walking down the street with a woman, have her walking on the inside of you. So if any danger approaches, it hits you before it hits her. They turned us on to the movies where a man and a woman would be walking down the street. The man would lay his coat down, so she could walk over a puddle of water. We were told to be willing to give our lives for women. All of these things. Listen, from the 1960s on up to around 2009, think about what all of the songs had programmed women to think about themselves. I want to do all of the things your man won't do for you. I give you the sun. I give you the moon. You see what I'm saying? These women were made to think that the entire world revolves around them. Now, here's something that happened that they never saw coming. Something happened and they never saw it coming. They were the center of the universe. Everything revolved around them. Dopamine hits firing off left and right, right? And then rap music was born. Now men are the shit. Now men are running around with these booming systems, rims on the cars, pocket full of money. Men are rappers. Men are in the spotlight. Men are all over TV, right? We're desired by everybody. And R&B starts to fade out. The very people who convinced women, you are everything, they started to fade out. And that did something to women. It was like a person being strung out on that white substance. And all of a sudden, there's a drought. Can't find that white substance as easy as you used to be. That white substance is all of the adoration, everything that all of the compliments they used to get told by R&B artists and things like this. Now the men have stolen the spotlight. And here's what happened. Women messed around and found a way that they can get the spotlight back. They start showing skin. And they start seeing how the world responds to it. They start showing more skin. They started dressing more provocatively until we have what we have today. Multitudes of baby mamas, 70% of our women have multiple children they became sex figures. But what they didn't know was the more sex you have, it destroys you as a human being. It destroys you as a human being. Listen, men are depositors. Women receive. You shouldn't even think that you can take this from Tay-Tay, right? And take this from Greg. And you got 20 bodies. You've taken some immaculate sex. You shouldn't even think that that won't affect you. It doesn't make logical sense. That's going to affect you. Then you're going to take these memories of all of this amazing sex into this new marriage with your man. Listen, your man, he's a good guy. Amazing guy. He'll never miss a mortgage payment. Goes to work every day, has a good job. But Gary is equipped with this. He's equipped with this. And now, here you catch yourself thinking about how Tay-Tay used to grab you up by your neck, kiss you the way you needed to be kissed, have you deep exhaling and inhaling. And now you have no choice but to be comparing that to the man that you have now. Until even Gary's not even in town. Tay-Tay ain't even in town no more. He's not even in the same state as you. But now you're scanning throughout society, seeing if you can see somebody who remembers Tay-Tay's bill, who had the characteristics of him. And now you let that man bust you down at work. Now you have a work husband. And see, this is what's taking place in society. Nobody belongs to anybody. You disagree?
I don't disagree. I feel like, you know what? And I think it's ignored, but I do content on this stuff all day long. I teach about these things. So listen, I'm going to tell you about the question that a lot of women don't know how to answer, but I do, because I was taught properly. You see, we all know what we want from the valuable man. We know how we want him to be, how we want him to think, how we want him to respect us, you know, because he invested in himself. He invested in his mind, his money, his wealth, his status, and respect. But then a lot of women come to that man, they think that having the parts that make her a woman is enough. And a lot of women don't know what to bring to a valuable man.
100%.
I know what to bring to a valuable man. You can ask me. And I'll tell you the best thing you can give a man in order with no extra detour. First thing you bring to a valuable man without hesitation or question is respect.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing you bring him is an open mind and the ability to learn and understand and be led. Then you bring him accountability. Then you bring him selflessness, the understanding of I'm going to invest in you and you invest in me. There's no need for a runaway just in case something happens. I'm going to pack some money to the side. That money is used for the children. You take all the lessons and the things you learned in your life and you teach it to those children. You bring that man good motherhood. Then you bring that man character, and then you bring that man a good attitude. A woman with a good attitude is powerful, a controlled mouth. Then you bring that man friendship, sportsmanship, loyalty. What does loyalty look like? Loyalty is not I. Loyalty is not me. Loyalty is French. We say we around here. We say us. When you go to the grocery store, it's not I bought us groceries. It's we have groceries. Mm-hmm. It's not because you went by yourself. There is no such thing. When you show off your body and you become promiscuous, you're making a mockery of your man.
1000%.
Because you're a reflection of him. You look like a wild child. Just like a mother looks crazy when she has no control over her kids, a man ought to have some control over his woman.
1000%.
Otherwise,
Miss Chelsea, give her some pushback.
To be honest, I get what she's saying, but Savage, you see what you said about, you made some good points. You said something like about basically taking like advice from your man or whatever. The thing with me is, I wouldn't say I'm a wild child, but I've been described that way a lot. I've got a problem with like being told what to do. So even if a man,
Hold on, you said what? You said you got a thing against being told what to do?
No, a problem.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah. So it's like, even if a man comes into my life and, you know, probably does want the best for me, him just saying to me certain things, I will take it like he's trying to boss me around. And that's where my problem lies.
So let me ask you, how has that been working out for you?
Fine.
Aren't you single?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay. So you think quality men will tolerate that?
If he really loved me, he should.
Well, are you showing him love by being defiant?
But okay, Stacey, how is that? If I say like, let's say hypothetically, I was with you and I say to you, oh, I have a problem with being told what to do. That's me being honest with you. It's not me being defiant.
Why do you have a problem with me? Listen, okay, so let me ask you this. What is the man's... Hold on, give me a second. Shout out to AJ in this situation, rocking with us. My bro said, I'll drop a super chat for every girl who calls in and is accountable, like Savage. Hey, I don't think you'll be having to drop no super chat, bro. Shout out to Larry Love in this mother effer. My bro said 80% of men that have children by other women do not have problems. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See what I'm saying? That we don't have those issues that you guys have because you end up being the problem. You got to worry about our baby mama. We got to worry about you, right? But listen, here's my question to you.
Yeah.
What is a man's role in a relationship?
To provide and to look after his woman.
Okay, sweetie, I didn't even think you were going to hit it so spot on.
Wow.
How can I look out for you if you have a problem doing what I tell you to do?
Yeah, but okay, Stacey, sometimes it's controlling though, like telling your woman what to wear. That's controlling.
Okay, so can I step in on this?
Hold on. Dove.
Hey.
You better not come up here with no trouble. I'm coming right back to you.
Okay.
Listen. Chelsea, what is your faith? I don't know. What are you? Muslim? What are you?
Christian.
Are you a real Christian or a fake Christian? Let's be honest.
My mom's a preacher. My mother's a preacher.
So, okay, are you a real Christian or a fake Christian? What I mean by a fake Christian, some people say that I'm a Christian, but they do everything that sinners do throughout the week and just show up at church on Sunday.
Well, I believe in the man above and I'm spiritual, so.
So you subscribe to the teachings of the Bible?
No.
What?
But I believe in...
Hold on, we got to get past that part. You said you're Christian, right?
Yeah.
So what literature do you hold dear to your heart to keep you from going off track whenever human beings tend to go off track? How do you learn more about whoever your God is? Tell me, what do you read? What is it?
Well, I pray. I do pray.
How do you learn how to pray? How do you learn what prayers are right and wrong? Like, how you got to be getting information somewhere in order to know how to please your God.
Like when I feel like I need to pray, I call my mom. My mom prays for me. My mom like tries to talk to me about religious stuff.
Sweetie, you believe you're a Christian?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Well, what I want to say to you is this. You said you're a Christian, so I'll hold you to it. The Bible speaks against everything that you said today. You are supposed to be following the lead of your man. Now, how can you follow his lead if you have a question for everything he says? Do you know a man ain't going to tolerate that? Man is not going to tolerate being questioned every time he says something. Let me ask you this. If I was your man and every suggestion you made, I had something to say about it, would you tolerate that?
It depends on what you're like asking me of though. Like,
Even if you
depends.
had legitimate gripes, that would get irritating after a while.
Okay, to be fair, yeah, if it's every single thing, of course, it's like, yeah.
And why would you even lock in with a man whose leadership you don't trust enough to close your eyes and just do like he asks?
He's cute.
Well, at least she's honest. At least. Dove.
Oh, baby. Mm?
Talk to me. What's
Hey,
your thoughts?
guys.
Hi.
Well, my thoughts are for, I don't know the name of everybody on here, but I really want to pick the brain of the one
Savage.
that is that her
Savage is the
name?
one with the
Like
gems that's being dropped up here.
the low sultry voice.
We've depicted who she
Is
is.
that
Dove.
her?
Let's get to it.
Prince.
We're gonna have a bumpy
Hi,
road today,
Savage.
Dove.
If you keep yelling at me, Prince, because I'm not here to do
Sweetie,
all
I
that.
need
I
you to
really
get
want
to it. I need you to get to it, okay?
Okay.
All right.
So, Savage, I just have a question because something that you did I thought was like super interesting. Because usually when Prince talks, he gets under my skin, he gets me like all riled up. And when he was talking, I was getting riled up, but when you responded, it was like you didn't even hear it, like you just kept your composure. And I'm just wondering, like, did you agree and not and like agree with him and respond, or did you disagree and like not let it affect you? Like, how did you do that?
You're asking me what do I like? What did I agree with?
I don't think any of us got that.
I don't.
Okay,
Can you rephrase, please?
I'll try.
Who is it? Mr. Dallas. I just dropped a link down. I think that's Mr. Dallas who said she has a problem with that because she's not your child or your puppy. I just dropped a link. Come on up and substantiate your points. He's looking for one of the women to jump in his inbox and say, I want to have sex with you. I love that you're taking up for women. Go ahead, Dove.
Okay, I'll try to rephrase. So I guess like I was impressed because everything that you've said about women's behavior, I agree with, but I'm shocked that when Prince speaks, you don't like disagree with what he's saying. So I'm asking, like, when he's speaking, is it that you agree with what he's saying, or is it that you just don't care and you let it roll off your back because you know, I'm a woman, like what he's saying doesn't matter. Does that make more
Literally,
sense?
so when I was up here, while I was up here, I stated that I do content around this and I teach this all day. Me and Prince are on the same page. That's why it's flowing so easily. We have the same belief.
Okay.
Listen, let me say something, Dove. Can you tell, like, I'm not trying to be funny at all. I'm just saying this, like, listen, this is not meant to offend anybody. Can you tell that she's a woman? Like, easily, effortlessly. We don't have a lot of that. Our women are attempting to be men. They're attempting to, literally, they'll say it. They'll say we're equal and things like that. So when you bump into somebody, listen, her programming, it's been tried, tested, and proven. Traditional women's marriages lasted like 5 times longer than modern women. Our family trees, look, we had family reunions, 150 people coming in from 4 different states. Homes were getting passed down. You guys have all of the opposite of that, which lets us know that your philosophies are not. Hey, Connie, you got to stop trying to come up, Connie. It lets you know
But
that
you
there
say
was a
that.
way that worked and there was a way that did not work. One of them came with a set of teachings The scripture says this, and older ladies teach the younger ladies. Well, that's what they were doing. Me, your grandmother, my grandmother, her grandmother, that's what they were. This is finna be bad. Connie, did you hear what I said?
No, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, you got to stop trying to come up. I'm doing something.
Hey, Connie.
The hell? And these teachings have a track record. You know, that's why for people who wonder, was traditional marriages and families better than modern? Well, we don't have to ask that. We've experienced both of these. One significantly, and I'm talking about just look at how people speak about our grandmothers today. They speak about them with honor. Listen, some people drop tears about those women today just out of the blue, right? We would drive by their houses. Man, turn that shit down, man. That's Miss Roberts' house. You guys will never experience that. Listen, your son's friends will never view a lot of you like you're their second mom, because they see you for who you are. They see you for how you're moving. I'm not talking about you, Dub. I'm talking about modern women. There is no respect. There is no honor attached to you guys' identity. You guys have taken and absolutely destroyed the brand of especially black women. You've destroyed the brand. I don't think people know the power of marketing, but marketing is your everything. And it goes back to what Savage was saying about the husband. When we hear unruly women coming up here, just downright nasty women, you know the first thing that men think? Oh, she's married to a sucker. See, your behavior is so bad, it brings disgrace upon your man, because that you're behaving bad and that you're even allowed to, the first thing that we know is she's married to a sucker. Now you bringing disgrace upon my name. People might be able to go to your page and see us coupled up together, but when they see me, they view me as a sucker because of how you're behaving out in society. Do you understand that?
I get what you're saying. I get it.
It's a blemish. You carry this man's last name. You guys are a brand. You are a brand. That's why you see most of the trouble in society. It's not coming from married women or marriage-minded women. It's coming from women who are single. It's coming from the monsters of society. And so that they're not getting married because of their bad branding, they're reduced to having to be jump-offs and bust-downs. And because they know that and because they're moving like that in society, they start producing a lot of illegitimate children. What do those illegitimate children do? They go out into society, and they are the reasons that me and you have to go get permits. They are the ones who are out in society doing that. So whereas some people may say, well, why y'all worried about us? Because you're destroying all of us. If you were going somewhere on a remote island and doing all of this debaucherous behavior on the remote island, we'd be cool with that. We wouldn't give a damn what you did. But you cause other people to hate us because we're the same color as you. You disagree, Dove?
It's a setup.
A bad one, and it worked.
Well, this is how I view it. I view it like playing chess. Use the music and the TV and the government and everything to manipulate the woman. The woman is the queen. But just because she's powerful,
Oops,
and
I
she
was
can move all
muted.
spaces on the
Sorry, can you
board,
hear me?
that doesn't.
Hold on. Go ahead, I hear you.
Just because she can move all spaces on the board doesn't mean that it's all about her. Because if you take your eyes off the king and work for the wrong team, guess what? Checkmate, game over. And then after you take the man out, you take the woman out. All you did was take the rope that you needed to hang yourself.
Oh, it was vicious. I mean, a person who has their sound understanding intact, well, just like you just described, you could see it like a video game. And you have to commend the person who's on the opposing to, like, okay, he was a bad mother effer to pull it off like that without people. Listen, you know who our enemies became? The people who were laying next to us in the bed. We never saw it coming.
That's how they get you. They be like, the man is the head of the house, so we're going to put head of the house on the taxes so the woman can put us to the head of the house.
Make the man, make
like,
her
we
feel like
equal.
everything and he ain't shit. Yeah. Let me see. I like this woman. Her game is tight. Yeah. Hey, but you know what? So if she didn't have control over her emotions and over her biology, she wouldn't even be able to, the information, she's gotten this information from somewhere. She's gotten it. It's clear. But when you don't have a hold of your biology, when you getting information, you'll have your emotions swelling up and rising up, telling you that this good information that you're getting, that's narcissism. That's woman hate. She just can hear. That's it. A lot of you hear this information. It's sound information. You can look it up, but your woman parts are moving around inside of you, prohibiting you from hearing the logistics of it, prohibiting you from hearing things that can be looked up right now. So you won't get the information, and you will continue to go out into the world and experience all of the things that we're up here warning you about right now. You don't even have to experience it if you listen to the information.
Well, some women are just free spirits naturally.
And they'll pay for it dearly. Let me ask you this. Those free-spirited women, do you believe that they're paying for it, that they're suffering more than women who are in marriages right now?
No.
Okay, give me an example of something that is a complication of life that is typically said that women go through that would not be made easier if a man were injected in her life.
If she had let's say if she had kids, for example, and she ain't got a man, obviously being a single mom is hard.
I'm talking about give me anything in this world, ma'am. Give me any scenario of problems that women are typically said to go through, life complications that would not be made better if a man were injected into her world.
Wait, what?
There's a reason you can't think of one, ma'am.
Wait, can you rephrase the question? Because it's actually like,
give me
I'm not
something.
understanding
Give
what
me
I
an example. Any of the things. Okay, women have periods, right? You agree with that? Okay, black women are said to be loud and mean. Do you agree with that? The things that are said about women. Name me any of the complications that is typically said about women that would not be made better if a man came into her life.
that would not be made better. Okay, let me think.
Name something bad that women go through that would not be made better if a man came into her life.
Pregnancies, periods.
Well, misogyny stands out because men are the offenders of
Oh my
misogyny.
gosh, that's where you went with this.
Oh man.
So you gonna marry a misogynist?
I never said I would marry a
How to show
misogynist.
online, people.
I never said I would, Prince.
So why did you bring that up?
You asked me a question and I answered it.
You think
And you pivoted all the way left.
you
So,
went
like,
left.
you
You just
asked me
don't
a question.
listen,
No,
Dove.
you
Listen,
asked
Dove.
me a
Listen.
question and I answered it.
Some of the things that complicate women's lives. Name me some of those things that would not be made better if a man were to come into her life. Carrying
I already
groceries,
named
Dove.
one.
Protecting your own house, Dove. Having a companion. This is what I'm saying to you.
No, you want me to give an answer that you feel like is easy for you to rebut against, but when I give
No,
you one
Dove,
that's
we don't
hard
even
to, you
believe your
laugh and you do
response.
sound bites. I
We don't
said
even believe your
misogyny,
answer
so
was related to the entire question. I still don't get it.
well, that's not my problem. It's a pretty clear answer. You asked me a question and I said
Hey, Savage, what did
misogyny.
she mean by what she said?
I don't even know. It's not clear. Now, can
Do
you
you
please
guys
be
not
clear,
know what
please?
misogyny is?
Listen, Dove, the question was, name
I know
something
what the
that
question
women
is,
go
Prince.
through.
You don't need to repeat
Okay,
it. I
you know
answered
what?
it.
All right,
Well,
I
let's
appreciate it.
focus and stay on
Get your ass up
topic.
off of here. Chelsea, what were you saying? What's your answer?
Periods, pregnancies.
So when you're going through your cramps, you're telling me it's not made better by me sitting there going and get you some tea, coming back, rubbing your feet, kissing you on the side of your neck. You're telling me that doesn't make that better.
Not necessarily. Obviously, I appreciate the help, but my cramps will still be there. Like my cramps.
Oh
ain't
my
gonna
God. You reaching, sweetie. So it makes it worse, me being there as your support. It makes it worse.
It don't, but it's not gonna stop my cramps.
Sweetie,
You
so
see
hold
me
on. You're
rubbing-
thinking femaleness. I'm asking you a question. Does me being attentive to you make things worse?
Okay, no, of course not.
Okay, sweetie.
Okay, so what's the point? Stacey.
That's something that upset me though. And I don't like when women say these things and it kind of pisses me off.
Hold on, Chelsea.
Go on, Savage.
You know what I don't like? Respectfully. I don't like when women try to play that role like, oh, we have men's babies. We go through so much. Let me make something very clear, and I'm so sick of people doing this. Do you not understand when you had that man's baby? After 9 months, he is still being enslaved. He's still not sleeping. He's still not eating. He's still not getting the things he needed. Ain't nobody checking on him after you had that baby. That his soreness and the things that he needed and being lacked does not stop after 9 months, but you still got to break in 6 weeks or however long you needed off of work. He never got a chance to take a time off work. He never got a break. He ain't nobody checking and caring about him or asking him a goddamn thing. But you being cared for, you being taken care of, he is working and provided for you and that baby. So meanwhile, while you over want to talk about your life being at stake because you had to have a baby, his life is at stake the moment he walk out the door, especially if he's black.
100%.
The world is threatening his life. His job is threatening his life. Other people that feel like they want to get in the way of him being successful is threatening his life because he's trying to provide for you and that baby. It does not stop. So you had to push him out. Okay, but that pressure is relieved after you had that baby. And he's sitting over there carrying you and that baby and that house and everything on his back. That is such a cop-out.
I think
recognize that man and get out your own body.
I think what it is like, see, and it goes back to what you said earlier. We've been pitted against each other. There's been a war waged, and it's this thing where women have to prove that they go through more than we go through and things like that. And how about this? How about you become the caliber of woman who is so valuable to where a man is treating you the way that you would like to be treated, and you don't compete with him? It's not in our nature to listen, there is no competition. So you don't have to worry about men competing with you. We know why God made us the stronger vessel, because of all of the tasks that are assigned to us. We know why he made you the way you're made. But it's you who have broken away from your assignment. Men never did. We still, when we take you out on dates, we don't know your name good, and we're paying for that date. Men did not completely break away from their nature, from their assignment. It's women who broke away from their. You're running around bragging that you pay your bills by yourself. You're running around calling yourself independent women. You're running around saying men and women are equal. And it's craziness. It's why you guys aren't getting selected. A lot of you would say something like, well, I don't say it to men I date. Listen, those of you who even have that mentality, it's written all over your face. It's written in the way you walk. It's written in the way you talk. From the moment a man encounters a woman, we put you up through an x-ray machine. We scan you. We know what your face looked like when you spoke to the waitress. We know what your poise was like when you were at the bar getting your drink, and we're checking you out. Does her behavior, is her stance right now represent how you dress? You guys get judged the moment we see you. Listen, Savage, did you know that?
I did.
Yeah, and listen, it determines whether or not you stay single. It determines whether or not you go into the bust down box. It determines whether or not you go into the, nah, she dope as hell. I mean, I ain't looking for nothing serious right now, but she dope as hell. And you get treated right. Or it determines whether or not you go into the potential long-term relationship box. Basically, you determine. And for those of you who think, I don't say that stuff out loud, what I think, you're wearing it. You're wearing it, trust me. You disagree with that, Chelsea?
A bit.
Give me some pushback. I have no problem receiving pushback.
Because I get what you're saying about we get judged by the way we dress or whatever, but there can be a woman who's dressed modestly and she's covered up, but she's actually a 304, and there can be a woman who's dressed as a 304 in speech marks. Like when I go out, I like to dress provocative, or maybe you would say 304-ish, but I know I've got morals. I know I'm a good woman.
So if you know, then why don't you look like what you are?
Because I like to dress a certain way, especially when I'm out in the
That
public.
sounds like a scam, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Dove, you can get blocked. I
If
think you
you-
better show the utmost respect on this channel.
If you dress like a hoochie and talk like a hoochie, move like a hoochie, be in hoochie places, what makes you think a valuable man is gonna get on one knee and say, I'm a man? You know, you have to walk like a wife, talk like a wife, act like a wife, think like a wife, because what you talk about, speak about, brings about. Make that your reality, because it's a man that finds it's a good thing, a good wife.
You give her.
But if
You got some
don't look
pushback
like
on
a
what she
wife
said.
before you won't be one.
Okay, Savage, I get what you're saying, but some women, have they not been turned into housewives get turned in, no, hoes get turned into housewives.
Okay, hold on. Let me do something really quick. Because what you're doing is you're speaking in anomalies and isolated incidences. What we're talking about is the general consensus. What usually happens? Do women who dress provocatively usually get proposed to? Do women who are 403s do they make up the large body of married women? Do you think? Do strippers make up the large body of marriages? Do you think that's who it is that's getting married?
Not all the time, but it happens.
Yeah, it happens. Is that what you want for your son? Do you want him to fall into the lane of, well, he could go to the NFL or he could go get this skilled trade where there's a larger number of people who actually do get that skilled trade, or go to start grooming him for the NFL where 1 in 20 million get it? See, we're talking about what's more likely. It's not as likely that strippers are getting married to good men. Do you know that, or do you disagree with it?
I think it's a generation thing. Obviously, we're from different generations. My generation has changed.
I don't know what to make of that. I don't know what you just said. Like,
your generation, how old are you?
29.
You're what?
29.
I'm 28.
Yeah, but Savage, you know, well, I don't know, maybe it's because where I'm from in the UK, like, stuff has changed around a bit.
No, I think the difference between you and I is that I have an active father, and you don't sound like you do.
I have active father. I've got both of my parents, thanks.
You got an active father that encouraged you to dress like a promiscuous person? That don't sound like a father.
However I want. Yes, you dress however I want.
So then that means you had a good father, but you chose not to listen to your father. Sounds like a hard-headed woman.
listen, hold on. What did you say about your father, Chelsea? You said you had an active father?
Yeah, and he understands I'm a grown woman. I'm not a little girl no more.
Okay, so does he encourage you to sniff that white powdery substance?
Wait, what are you talking
I'm
about?
asking you, would he be okay with
No,
that?
Of course not. What parent would?
Okay, so why is he then allowing you to do something else that's detrimental to the long-term aspects of your life?
Because obviously when I was like a
Listen, hold on. You're a grown woman when it comes to sniffing that powdery substance too. So if he's not going to say anything about something that can ruin your chances of finding a life partner, then why would he say something to a grown woman about sniffing that white powdery substance?
Because that's addiction. That's bad. Who would want anyone around him to sniff that?
Oh, and your brand being ruined and potentially missing. Let me ask you this. How many times do you think people cross paths with their life? I don't believe in the term soulmate, but let's just say it. How many times do you think a woman crosses paths with her soulmate throughout a lifetime?
If she does, maybe once.
I agree with that. So your dad doesn't care about you running your life partner off because of how you're dressing, but he cares if you take a yam.
Okay, but if he's really my life partner and my soulmate, if he don't like the way I dress in speech marks per se, like, he will tell me about it. He's not just going to
You don't know him. He just walked past you, and he would have said something to you had you not been dressed like you're on Figueroa Street.
But if someone's really your soulmate, you're going to end up talking to them regardless. No, stay because you feel
think a lot of y'all
connected,
need
like-
to stop watching that movie, Pretty Woman. Pretty Woman is not for everybody. Pretty Woman done sent y'all off. Sent y'all clean off.
But listen, Savage, listen to this. Listen to this conversation. It goes back to what me and you were talking about originally. She's entitled. She believes that. She believes a man should look through how she's dressed and say, but no, that's my soulmate. You believe that? Listen, you're basically saying that man should ignore your red flags.
How is the way I'm dressed a red flag? Are you being serious, Stacey? Oh, come
I
on.
was about to ask you, are you being serious?
Yes, I am.
Savage, did you hear what she just said?
Do you want to answer it or you want me to? You
Go ahead.
Okay. Let me help you out.
She said, how I'm dressed a red flag?
Okay, so how you dress, if the more skin you show, the more of a liability you are. Let me make that very clear, and let me give you a couple examples to help you out. So,
Hey, Savage, I need you to hold it down for a second.
okay.
Go on, Savage, I'm listening.
So, if you dress, more revealing, you're going to attract attention, but you can't control the attention that you get, right? So it's best to minimize risk, So if you start getting harassed, you set yourself up to get assayed. But when something happens to you when you're dressed like that and you have a man the first thing you're going to do is call him. And he's going
Yeah,
to be
Holy
in a
Ghost.
situation to go toe-to-toe with another man because of what you wanted to do and how you wanted to dress.
Young Red said she's defeated.
So then, it's not, this is exactly what I was talking about when I say when you walk out the door, it's not I and me, but we. When you're showing all your assets, you're showing that you're disloyal. Because what do you need more attention outside of your man for anyway? That's a red flag. You already a cheater. Because why are you promoting something that's not for somebody else other than your man? You a cheater out the gate the moment you feel like you want to show the top of your breast. You a cheater right out the gate the moment you're showing your booty cheeks. And you're supposed to be being loyal to the person that's able to see it. It's supposed to be private. It's supposed to be significant. It's supposed to be special. There's a reason why they put pearls and diamonds and all those things away in the safe, because they're valuable. Women are valuable, but you get lost in this world. And you think, oh, I can show everything. Well, all you're doing is showing that you're not as valuable. You're not as safe. And he's not going to show up for you. Because he's like, why would I put myself at risk for somebody who's not even protecting me? She didn't even think of me when she walked out the door and wore that. You're a liability. Ain't nobody risking all their money and their life and their time for somebody who's not thinking of them. You didn't think of your partner when you were showing your boobies to Tommy. Oh, I'm just doing whatever I want.
Effing mind. A pimp in my own effing mind. Yes, I'm.
I get what you're saying, Savage, but I like to dress the way I like to dress, and the man for me will respect that.
I would never teach my daughter that. I would never teach my daughter that. I would teach my daughter respecting your man is respecting yourself. Loving your man is loving yourself, because you're loving the person that's putting into you, protecting you, and considering you in every aspect. Prioritizing you, so prioritize him. You tripping.
Preach, Savage. Yes, ma'am. Facts. Facts. Facts, baby.
Listen.
I'm not going to walk out this door with my ass hanging out because, oh, this is what I like to wear at the club.
Hey, hold on, sweets, hold on. I want to make sure we all on the same page. Listen, Chelsea, I want to ask you. I know we all up here sometimes, have a good time or whatever. Were you just, being humorous? You wasn't really serious. You were just, joking a little bit when you said, where's the red flag if I'm dressing provocatively? You wasn't really, you're probably trolling a little bit.
I'm not trolling. You cannot spoil wonder. I'm being so serious.
Baby, you should have took the olive branch I just gave you.
No, clearly me and the women here, we don't agree, and I get it. They're entitled to their opinion.
No, sweetie, we're talking about results. One of these produces results. See, a lot of people say this, a lot of people say that's your opinion or this is your opinion. But what I'm telling you is we have already seen the results of what happens if Stacey Prince. We don't have to wonder. We don't have to wonder. There's a high likelihood I'm going to lose everything. We've seen this thing at play. Okay, women dressing provocatively. We didn't just start seeing what typically happens with them. They're not respected by society. And when men like myself, when we just need to, get a little something off, sweetie, those are the very... So men kind of know the women. Think about this. If we're going out to the club tonight, we don't know all of those people at the club. That's not, girl who I slept with, so now I know I can just tell her, come on over. No, we look around for the women who are dressed provocatively, and we go shoot our shot, and the odds typically lean in our favor that if I can get some HEAD from one of these chicks, it's going to be somebody like her. If I can get her in the bed tonight, because I really need some tonight, it's going to be her. It's not going to be the woman who's soft-spoken, the woman who you can tell she's just there because one of her friends probably pried her out of the house. She's dressed with respect. I'm not even approaching her if I need some. I'm approaching that girl who's dressed like she really doesn't even want to have on any clothes. Coco.
Hi.
Tell me how your night is going, Miss Coco.
Well, I'm just wrapping Christmas presents and yeah.
Okay, well, what did you get me?
Nothing.
Ain't that a mother? Okay, so listen, what do we have wrong up here?
Well, to be fair, I agree with that lady, but I can understand why some women want to some women just dress sexy because they do it for themselves. People just assume that they're just doing it for men. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it could be like a confidence boost to themselves. But I hear what you're saying that a man...
Hold on, give me 1 second. I need to challenge that really quick. You said sometimes dressing provocatively can be a confidence boost to yourself?
Yeah, sometimes it can be a confidence boost to some women.
So,
Yeah.
so are you
Not
saying
me,
that a woman
but-
has to show skin to feel good about
No, but
herself?
everyone has different ways of
What the
expressing.
hell is
Do you
that?
know what I mean? So, do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Savage
Can't
in
really
this
judge.
mother effer. But hold on, Coco. Shout out to Savage coming up here getting support from the. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm trying to ask you, like, see, because me, I'm just going to be real. When my money's not right, I am the shit. I won't say things like that in public, but I'm going to be able to pull women who, like you. I remember when our money would go up and down, and when we weren't stable yet, no one could tell. I could pull the same caliber of women when I was broke as when I was loaded. So I don't need to do something to, like, all I got to do is have clean clothes on. Why do you have to be half naked to feel good about yourself?
Preach, my brother. I've walked in at the right time because I am liking what you're explaining, and I think women of today need to hear this. And I'm gonna go back on mute, and I'm gonna let you.
But then, what type?
Hold on, Coco.
Also,
Listen, hold on. Hold on. We're gonna all keep it respectful. Hold on. Mike, shout out to Mike in this situation, dropping the 50 ball on us. Salute, much love. Listen, Coco, my thing is this. Do you know what and I'm not trying to be funny, but do you understand the concept of self-esteem?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
But my thing is,
hold on, Coco.
But you don't.
Hold on, Coco. Do you have any kids?
Yeah.
You have a daughter?
A son.
No, you don't. You have a daughter. Okay.
No,
now your
no, I
daughter
don't.
is
I
19.
want a daughter.
Your daughter is 19. She's old enough to be out in the streets. Now I want to ask you this. What is your faith? Islam, Christianity, what is it? Or you're not?
Just say Christian.
Oh, do you pray to anybody sometimes?
You just say Christian.
I'm asking you, do you pray?
Yeah, God to God.
Okay. So my question is this to you. Have you ever did this? Well, can we agree first that when we pray, we kind of typically pray for good things on our people, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So have you ever did this? Oh my God. And when you give me a daughter, I just pray that you have her the mindset that she's the type who dresses provocatively. And have you ever did that?
Pardon, say that again.
Never mind. Do you desire that your daughter comes into this world dressing provocatively?
Of course not.
So it means you know it's wrong, ma'am.
Yeah, I know.
What the hell is going on today?
No, but I don't understand. Just because I deem something to be wrong.
So why would you intentionally do it if you deem it wrong? Like, I mess up too, but I can still acknowledge that I gotta try. Like, somebody heard me drop the F-bomb a little bit ago. Instantly, I said, Lord, please forgive me. It's called repenting. Now, why would I continue to do something that I believe is wrong? And even support it?
No, I didn't say that I support it. I did not.
Well, when you say, listen, when you say a woman can do it, like,
me personally, I don't hang around with girls.
do you think you just promoted it up on this panel? Do you think you promoted it in any way?
I don't feel like I promoted it, but at the end of the day, what can you do? Like,
well, you cannot promote it.
How they want to dress.
You cannot promote it. Sweets is gone. Pinky.
I'm local.
Hey man, tell me how your night's going.
So boom. So Christmas, went to see the family and stuff like that. Put up at my stepmom's, little bit of dinner.
Okay.
Drink,
Okay.
There with a new husband and all types of shits like that. And then I've come back home, right?
Okay.
And I've kind of by the way, Merry Christmas to everybody and all
Salute.
the people them.
Happy holidays. Listen, let me ask you something. Where are you located at?
Oh, I'm in London.
Okay, so let me ask you, have the women gotten as loose in London as they have in America?
100%.
Okay, so let me ask you another question. Do you believe...
99% of them are hoes. They just... I'm shooting right now everywhere. 99.9.
Okay, so listen, let me ask you this. Do you think that women who are like that end up with good life outcomes?
Do you know what? Yeah, do you know what? That's a sick question. That's a sick question. Yeah. Hold on. I gotta turn this down. Yeah.
It's a hit and miss because boy.
Wait. Hold on. I gotta turn it down because my wife was on the TV. Yeah. I was playing back chat. Shireen Green was talking. Anyway, I'm joking. Anyway, boom. So anyway. So watch this. Yeah. I grew up with a set of girls. Yeah, and there was ranging from my age to 2 to 3 years younger than me. Yeah, when we was in school, right? Yeah. Now there's about 8 of them. Yeah. One of them, really beautiful girl. Yeah. So they was black, white, mixed race, beautiful girl. She ended up a crackhead, right? Yeah. Another one, I'm telling you about the worst stories first, right? Yeah, but she's one of the best looking ones. Yeah. Another one, she's cool. They all kind of got kids except one. Yeah. And most of them are kind of doing okay. But it was one of them, yeah, that was kind of fat, and she was by far the ugliest one out of all of them. Yeah. But wait, it's gonna all make sense. But she could suck a mean dick, and she could.
Hey, you can't say that up here. You can't say that. They'll knock my panel down.
Sorry. Let me relax. But she could do 10 of them in a row or something like that. Anyway, the point what I'm making is this: yeah, all of the girls that some of them have got great jobs now, and some of them are in relationships and whatnot. But out of that whole group of girls that grew up in my hood, yeah. None of them are married or in a super good situation with their baby fathers. Now, the fat girl, yeah, that had bare spots all over her face and didn't really do. She's happily married and woo. And I bumped, and all of them don't even talk to each other no more. Yeah. So I bumped into them in different occasions, right? Yeah. And they all how the fuck are we not still married? How did she pull it off?
Because she's probably got a better personality. She's probably a nicer person. If she's big, she has to compensate in some other areas, and she probably has done it. Men prefer peace over a banging body. Listen, because a man, we're different. We're logical. It makes sense to us from a logical standpoint. If every time I come around this girl, she makes me feel like the smartest guy on the planet. She commends when I get a promotion. This girl cooks my favorite. That goes a long way. And a selfish woman, and I'm not saying all women who dress provocatively are selfish, but I'm saying those women are typically not the women who have other people in mind. If they had other people in mind, they wouldn't be in a relationship dressing provocatively and things like that. Coco, my thing to you is this. Name something beneficial to families and society as a whole about women dressing provocatively.
Other than it looks good, I don't know. But
Hold on.
No, that's what I'm saying. Okay, can we just be clear? Because showing a little bit of cleavage, I think that's not even that deep. So, what type of dressing are we talking
about?
But
let's just be real. We're talking about we're talking about provocatively. We know what it is. You're dressing sexual, so let's just be real. Name me something beneficial to society and families as a whole about women dressing provocatively.
Why would it be beneficial?
I think you just answered it, ma'am. If it's not beneficial,
I'm against it, but I can think of something.
If it's not beneficial to families and society as a whole,
you could think of something.
Hold on. If it's not beneficial to family, if you don't see where it's beneficial to family and society as a whole, why support it?
Who said I'm support? Does it sound like I'm supporting it?
I'm asking you a question.
No, but I'm not supporting it. So
okay, so is it a bad thing? Is dressing provocatively a bad thing?
Oh my God, what the hell?
Very simple question.
Shell's very quiet.
Okay, to be fair, if you're talking about the fishnet stuff and all of that,
ma'am, I'm just saying provocative.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay, so it's not. Savage, what's your thoughts? Name something.
Okay. This is just trying to throw an olive branch out there, I guess, but this is still not good, but it could be beneficial. Let's say you need to persuade another man for your man because the man is not going to listen to the man, but he going to listen to the woman, but you want to get some stuff done. You can send your little pretty wife with a little bit of soft cleavage over there to persuade him. into signing that deal or manipulating it and putting her woman's touch on it, and then your man benefit and everybody come up off of that. I mean,
Then
it's
you tarnish
spicy.
your brand. Then you tarnish the image of your woman. When Savannah James, she has to do none of those things. People speak extremely highly of her for doing the exact opposite. Me, myself, the caliber of man I am, if I'm locked in with a woman, that woman is so precious to me, there's no way that I would ask her to sully her integrity for a business deal.
That is
Yeah,
true.
do you know what I mean? That was a
Hold
that
on,
was a,
hold on,
mm-mm,
hold
what
on,
example was that?
hold on. That is true. Keep in mind, I don't do this, so I don't expect to come up with any good answers for this. I was just trying my best to help her out.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I'm going to push against that. You said that could be beneficial. Name me a scenario
Maybe.
where it's beneficial for a woman's reputation to be sullied a little bit.
Oh, it's no.
Okay, so
no.
doing that is still not beneficial to societies or families because she has
Well,
to sully
Coco,
her
there you have
reputation a
it.
little bit.
There's no benefits in trying to be sexy for yourself, but there is benefits in being sexy for your man.
I agree. Listen, I agree with this. I agree that I don't think a woman should lose it or not be appealing. I don't think she should just be walking around with a maid's thing on. I don't think that. I believe that a woman should, in fact, present herself in a way to where she's still tasty to her man, but her man.
Hey, host, let me ask you this real quick, yeah? Would you let, your girl, you've been with her for 6 months, yeah? Would you let her, sell her yeah, for 5 million and you get half of it?
What, I was in love with her? Is it my wife or what is it? Like, if it's just a chick,
6 months, she's your girl, 6 months. I don't know how deep you would fall in love or wouldn't in six months. She's your girl. You're in dubs. There's 5 mil. Someone needs to hit it. You get half of it. What are you doing?
I probably would, but 6 months is probably we have no history. I probably would.
I respect it.
Now if look like
All
the
right,
mother
what
of my
about a
children, the mother of my children right now, never in a million years.
No, I hear that too. I respect it. But what about a year?
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you talking to me?
Yeah, what about a year? What about if you've been with her for a year?
I don't care.
I respect it. I was done it for 500 bags. I'm proud of you.
Listen, Coco, let me ask you this. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is a woman's brand, her reputation? On a scale of 1 to 10.
10.
Okay, I agree with you. How many sex partners are too much before a woman's reputation becomes compromised?
That's a question for a man to answer.
Well, I mean, you should know too because it is you who is preserving your body and doing what's best for you. Okay, so watch. I'll show you.
I mean, in the
Hold on,
ideal
Coco.
world, one
Coco, do you have 50 bodies right now?
No, what the hell?
Why not?
That's 50.
Okay,
right,
so it means
I'm only 30.
Hold on, Pink. Hold on.
Bodies. That's crazy.
Okay, Coco. So what you're letting me know is right now you kind of do have a gauge of what's too far.
Oh, okay. No, sorry, but yeah, go on.
I'm asking you, what number of bodies compromises a woman's integrity, her brand?
I would say like 10.
Hey,
I want show.
Headley said 50 bodies is light work today. You know it. That's real. What do you say? She's got a good reputation today if she only got 50 bodies.
No.
He said, I knew girls who had 40 bodies in high school. Listen, I want to say something to a lot of the women up here who don't know. I'm not saying you're a bad person because you can't get attached to a man anymore. A lot of you didn't hear this information before these shows came out. A lot of you can't get sprung and gaga goo goo over a man anymore because you had too much sex. There's scientific and clinical studies about this. You guys have gotten so used to snapping, letting those endorphins fly in your
And
head,
using too much
letting them fly in your head until the point where they don't do anything for you anymore. So now you're chasing an endless journey of trying to experience that same what's it called, pleasure that you got the first 10 times somebody blew your back out, and now you can't attach to a man. A lot of you guys did you know that you guys aren't even supposed to be able to have, and I want to say this too, I do believe that hoes can rebound. I truly do. I believe a woman can be a hoe, later on get herself together, and but I mean, she really has to get herself together, right? It can't be fake. This woman has to be the caliber of woman who everyone who knows her is like, no, bro, it's like a different person. I believe that. Chelsea, you disagree with that?
No.
Pinky, you disagree that a hoe can rebound as long as it is a legitimate rebound?
No. I've seen it. No, I don't. I've seen it. I've witnessed it.
Coco.
But
No.
Okay, Savage.
No.
But
Okay.
what I will say is this: there's 82 people
Hold
in the
on.
track, yeah.
Yeah.
And I believe if 20 of them are girls, yeah, at least 10 of them's got the body count that you was talking about. But anyway, I'll go back on me.
Coco, substantiate your point. Why can't a woman who was once promiscuous rebound?
Well, to be fair, yeah, it's down to the man, isn't it? Because, I mean, like Pinky said earlier, hoes get wifed up, etc., etc. But for me,
No, when I say rebound, I'm talking about become a better, more honorable person. Like she can become a decent human being, a wife. She can become wife-minded. She can become
well, they say
somebody
you can't
who's
turn a hoe
desirable.
into a housewife, isn't it?
Okay, who said it?
I mean, that's just a saying that they say. I don't
Okay,
know.
there's also a saying that long as I got my rent, my bills paid, I'm good. We know that's bullshit. So who said it? Or are you still standing on? Because the reason I call people up here is because I'm open to new information, but it has to stand the test of logic. So if a woman cannot rebound, I need you to substantiate that to me. How? A woman who was a hoe but turned her life around. This woman is a Christian. This woman shows up at soup kitchens and everything. It's legit. How can't she rebound and become an honorable woman? Hold on. One at a time. Hold on. Go ahead, Coco.
I guess she probably can.
Right.
Yeah.
That's my
But
opinion.
My thing is, well, they say people change. Do you know what I mean? So you can be a hoe once upon a time in your life, and then you just decided, I'm tired now, so I want to change my life. So yeah.
Okay. Savage.
But why would you disagree?
I'm gonna
Savage.
tell you why. Listen, this is how I view it. This is how my father taught me.
Tell us.
I'm gonna stand by my dad. It doesn't matter if you changed your life around. Your life is a resume. So just because you found God or you decide to make your choices going forward, don't forget that there's consequences for your actions. Just because you're a good person doesn't mean he has to accept that. Because there's somebody who has less bodies than you. There's somebody more valuable than you. There's somebody worthwhile. The least you can do is be a better person going forward, considering all the things you did to yourself. Don't forget, when a woman is pregnant, she takes on the man's genes too. She start to form within her blood. You will lose your mind having all those bodies on you because it will mess with your spirit. You're not even the same person. Do you even know who you are anymore after you've had all those bodies messing with your mind, then connecting all those chemicals, pheromones, all the things that attaches yourself to that man? This is why the woman latches on to the man when she loses her virginity. Every time you lay down with a man, you become part of that man. That's what they say. You are the partners that you keep. But if you have too many partners, who are you anymore? You will lose yourself.
That happens.
So yeah, you can
that
make good
that
decisions.
happens. But
your
listen.
value is less. It's less.
Listen, to be honest, Savage, you know the answer is yes. It's actually, there's no way it can't be. We all have to have the ability to rebound. But I agree with what you're saying. I agree that once you went down that path, I don't believe most will rebound. Listen, especially if you've had multiple unprotected partners, that's a dark path to go down, and most don't rebound it. That's why you hear most of the PORNs. You guys should look this up. I think that's YouTube, I think. They're coming out and speaking about these experiences, and there was a couple of them who broke down crying right there. Like, they're talking about what was done to them down there. Of course, not taken or nothing. It was voluntarily. But over the course of time, all of this stuff is done. You break as a human being. A woman can break no different than dropping a light bulb on the ground right now. She can break. But my thing is this: a woman, and I think Savage, you talking about to a man. I'm talking about that woman can end up becoming one of the best people in society. You disagree with that?
There is a God. It's
That's
possible.
all that was my main leaning point right there, Savage. Listen, Savage, I've been to prison. I was in the streets heavy. Nobody could tell. The people who I'm associated with out here. One of the meetings he took me into as a talk show host. And he was trying to gear me up for a pitch for this thing that I created. He was trying to gear me up. And he was like, after the meeting, he was like, and see, one of the things, they can't even tell about your background, right? So that's why I know. I know it's very possible. But I'll say this: you either have to have come to your crashing point already, you have to have hit right. You really got to be tired, and I'll say this too: you kind of already had to have been a pretty decent person long before you went down that path, because now you're remembering how to get back to the safe place. But for the most part, the issue that we having with women is they try to go out there and get slammed all around the concrete, and for the wrong reasons. Late in their 30s and their 40s, come back and try to get wifed up now, even though they haven't changed. She'll still get with this guy and marry this guy and be getting blasted by. So she didn't even change. She just knows at this point in time in my life, it would be smart if I had a life partner. But not only do I know for a fact that women can have lived a rough life and rebound, I champion it, I encourage it, and I applaud women who even attempt to do it.
It just boils down to what somebody's willing to put up with, what somebody's willing to deal with. I mean, it's just two flawed people. I mean, it's not to say that a woman can't rebound. It's just she has to be able to come across a man that's willing to deal with that baggage and say, I can do something with the things that you're giving me. But you got to be honest up front. You got to be like, you know what? I used to be a 3.
Ooh, no, I ain't say that. No, I ain't say all that.
You have to be honest, because you got to let a man know what he's dealing with. Otherwise, you're manipulating him or tricking him on the way down. It's worse to be honest with a man later than it is up front in the beginning. Now you look like you're trying to hide something and you're being sneaky. But an honest person will say that stuff up front, so that way you know what you're getting. And
now that's going to cause some problems. That's going to cause some. Listen, because who she's going to get, if she does, he's not going to be a quality man. He's not going to be the caliber of man that other quality men respect and admire. He's going to be like probably a simp or soft. I don't want to say a simp. I'll say he probably didn't do too well with women in school, things like that. He was never in the popular crowd. A man of caliber, he cares so much about himself and his reputation that he can't attach him. He'll probably have fun with you from here and there, but if she's sincerely changed, she's not the caliber who's about fun. So she's not going to be able to get married if she. You just posed a tough scenario, because if she has to be upfront about it.
Well, yeah, this is what I mean. So let me say it like this. Let's say, because I'm not saying meet somebody, shake his hand and say, hi, I used to be a 3 or 4. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, let me give an example. You meet a guy, you like him, you get to know him, he gets to know you. Then you decide the relationship going to be serious. The moment y'all decide that I'm going to focus on you, you're going to focus on me, this is the part where you need to let him know, hey, I got some baggage and I got some things I want to sit down and be honest with you about. I want to be vulnerable with you about. I want you to know I don't like the decisions I made. I want to make better decisions going forward. I want to be this kind of person. I need some guidance. I need some consistency. But I want you to know who you're dealing with. I don't want to gaslight you. I don't want to pretend to be this kind of woman. That's not the type of life I was living. A man deserves to know who he's dealing with. There's more integrity in a woman that says this is what I used to be than a woman that hides who she used to be and tries to pretend or perpetrate to be something that she's not, because then she'll become jealous of that man. She will start to project her hate onto that man, when in reality, she's just mad at herself because she wasn't honest.
You can't tell Ricky said you can't tell everything. Some things need to be left. There's a portion of that I agree with, but now something that big, if he finds out later on, even if you guys been married for 5 years, that thing is probably over with. Like, some things are unforgivable. Here's what I was saying though. I'm talking about a woman who can rebound and become an amazing person. Now, certain men still aren't going to accept her like that, but I also believe certain men will accept her. if she was above average looking and she rebounded, I mean, to be honest, history has shown that they'll accept her. History has shown it, right? I don't advise anybody to go down that path, but I know for a fact, if you do change your life, you completely reform, I swear you can get married to a quality man. But now if you're average looking or below average looking, it's going to be more difficult. Listen, we know what men are doing on OnlyFans. So the men are out there. They're out there. You may not be able to get the kind of man who has always turned you on, but then again, if you're an above average looking woman, you probably can. Men are visual. You disagree, Savage?
I'm still puzzled because I feel like what you're saying and what my father says is kind of going against each other. My dad says that accountability and integrity is respected. And you're saying you shouldn't say anything and you should
Ooh, I
hide
didn't say that. I
Isn't
would never say something like that.
Well, you said you
No,
shouldn't say those
I was
things
reading the
because no man
comment.
would accept that.
I
Oh.
was reading the
So
comment.
then what do you think? I don't want to put no words in your mouth. What do you believe?
I believe if you don't tell me something that big, we're going to have serious problems. And I better not find out by anybody else. I better not. Like because it affects even if I had kids with you, right? I regret that. Now, that doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means, listen, my kids are going to have to live with this. People probably got, I don't know, footage of you or I don't know. But I wouldn't bring kids into this world where it was potential for them to be made fun of and things like that. So it's not something that I would deal with. I believe that there's somebody for her. I believe she could score at high levels. At high levels, she could score. Now, I'm not, me, myself, I wouldn't even go raw with her. I mean, I'd still have memories. If she told me that, I don't care how long ago it's been since you weren't doing that anymore. I'm a different individual. To me, I don't know if I could picture that ever going away. But she can score a successful man. History is littered with stories of it. You disagree, Coco? Coco, going once, going twice.
This is why I brought up.
I agree because I've actually seen it happen in real life, so I agree. Stacey.
It happens actually often, to be honest. Men are visual creatures.
100%.
This is why I brought up the whole thing about the credit score. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at the women like a credit score. So if you could say those things, be prepared to show that you work to show that you're not doing these things anymore. Don't say this is what I
agree
to
with
do,
that.
but you don't
I agree
have
with that.
anything to prove that. Prove that this is not your lifestyle anymore. Prove you made better decisions going forward. Prove that you made something like yourself and you taking that accountability to say, I'm worth being with now because you won't have to deal with what I was doing before. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think she'll have to prove it, though. Savage, I don't think she'll have to prove it. If she
It will
really
come out
has
automatically.
reformed, it will reek of her. It'll be pouring off of her. She won't have to do anything. If she really has changed, the world will be able to see it. It'll be effortless. But now if she's putting on a charade or something, that's when she'll have to be proven to people. But I just know this for a fact. Why do you think that we see, damn, that's a bad example. Not in the black community. Okay, I won't say the black community. But why do you think we see in other communities, the older women get, the more they settle down and they're not rah-rah anymore? Because that right there lets you know people can change and become more presentable because they do it. Not in our community. Our women still partying at 50 and on dating sites at 60 and stuff like that. But this is a whole different community we're talking about. There's a lot of dysfunction wrapped up in the black community. I really do highly encourage. I know for a fact, if we had to scale it, I believe an above average looking woman who really did change her ways, and she's been like, this has been her new story for about the past 3 to 5 years. I'll say 5. I'll say 4 to 5 years. I believe there's an 80% chance she can get wiped up. 80. But now if she's average, and she can't have, if she has kids, it has to only be one. Also, she can't be out of shape, and she had to have been above average looking, like around a 7 or something like that. If she's below average looking, it's going to get significantly tougher. And we're talking about under the pretense that honesty was laid out there. You disagree, Savage? 80%.
No, I don't disagree.
Look at OnlyFans. They have stories. Black China made $200 million one year. And we know she's been passed around publicly. Me myself, I groom. Listen, I don't even have to groom my children. My boys know. But you better not bring no bus down around here. So it also has something to do with grooming your children and teaching them the proper way they should go. You know what I'm saying? You guys got anything else before I lay it down?
No, it was a very good conversation, though.
Most definitely. I appreciate you coming up and rocking out with us.
No problem. Thank you, Stacey,
right.
for having me.
You know it.
It was nice to meet you, Stacey.
All right, you guys take care.
Mm-hmm.
They gave that girl the right name. They gave that woman the right name, didn't they? Savage. Happy holidays, Chelsea. Damn, I got so much work to do. 3 hours. Eliza said, and she must have her walls reconstructed. Let me read some of these. Y'all got me about ready to give myself a $10 super chat. There's supposed to be some effects built into our YouTube right now. The more the chats, the higher the effects. Can I just super chat myself? I want to see what they are. Listen, we got fire breathing dragons popping off the whole nine. I haven't really seen them, but it's supposed to be embedded. Lady D up in this situation. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Shout out to Biggs up in this situation. Always rocking with us. Yeah, Savage was up here dropping that thing. But listen, I also respect her stance on like a woman not be. I don't think it should get to that point. I don't think it should get to that point where you done got busted down like that. So we're in agreement on that. I just know, we all know of the stories. It's real. If you really do change, you can get somebody if you're an above average looking woman. I think Kim Kardashian is marriage material. And we know how she got her start. But I've watched her change. I don't know what happened to her. I've watched her change. She's like, she's more of a human now than she is a celebrity. She's more of a human now than she is a celebrity. Yero up in this situation supporting the TikTok. Lady D definitely in the building rocking with us. Salute, salute. DY in the building. DY gonna always come through and rock with us. Yero setting this piece off. Girl Sweets is definitely in the building. Fly High said, keep it going, Stacey. Fly High, have you ever sent a super chat to the show? Ever? No, I think Kim Kardashian is a wife. We know she wasn't before because she still had, I think she's a wife. I always thought Courtney was a wife. See, you got to pay attention to people. And we can't pin people against the wall. If you pin people against the wall and you already have preconceived notions and biases against them, you won't be able to adequately see if any change has taken place in their lives. The change is important. Change is important. We cannot be held to the wall for the things that we've done. Could you imagine if God really did do us like that? That'd be ugly work. That'd be ugly work. Man, Kim Kardashian walks around in the energy of a very feminine and classy. This girl is trying to get black people out of prison, bro. That girl is doing is Kim getting married? I know she broke down crying, talking about how she really, really desired for her marriage with Kanye to work. But let's be real. Do you know how difficult it would be to be in a relationship with Kanye West? Seriously. He's brilliant, but along with brilliance comes a price to pay. She's too old. No, when you look like that, yeah. Kim Kardashian is not average. Always Official said, Stacey, you lost me on that Kim Kardashian. You can't go to a country on this planet where somebody says, Kim Kardashian, she ugly as hell. Nowhere on the entire planet. Right? Nowhere on the entire planet. And not only that, if we sit back and let's say we didn't know anything about her and we judged her off of her actions, you don't have to agree with me. What would you see and what would you say? If you just literally judge her by what you see of her today. Do you see Kim Kardashian hoeing out today? I don't see it. I could be wrong though. Not always right. Kim is very feminine in my book. YouTube up in this situation, rocking with us, supporting the show. Black Boy Wonder in the building. What I do know is there's a massive number of people who are jealous of Kim Kardashian. Listen, black women can't stand her. Black women can't stand her. They talk about how she got her start from a PORN tape and this and that. You're giving out your box for free and you didn't put your mom, your sisters on. Turbulence, people. Turbulence. You're giving out your box for Hennessy and a blunt. Sometimes you don't have sense enough to ask for that. You have multiple children by multiple different men. You're giving your box away. She made a multi-billion-dollar empire off of hers. I'd rather my sister be her than you. Black Boy Wonder in this situation, rocking with us. By far. If my sister's going to give out the box, I'd rather her turn into Kim Kardashian than turn out Shaquita. By far. Mac Attack. Dr. K in the building. Holy Ghost, you can't say she's a 304 if she's not a 304 anymore. I'm not a street hustler anymore. Michael Jordan's not a basketball player anymore. Kim Kardashian, and whatever you would say about her right now, has options that the average woman, the average beautiful woman who doesn't have a body count doesn't have. Kim Kardashian can get married in a meaningful relationship with higher probability than the average regular chick who's a 6 or a 7 who doesn't even have a body count. Because she's already showed the world her pros and cons, and we have a visual of whether or not we're willing to accept all of the bad we know about her and mix it with assessing whether or not the good overpowers her bad. I think she's a feminine woman. I think she's a classy woman. And I also think, let's do this. Turbulence, people. What have you done? What have all of you done? Let's empty this closet out now. Let's empty this
Dead man.
This mother.
Dead man walking.
Some of you men down here have laid with women who are so big that embedded deep in the cracks of their necks is those little balled up beads of dry sweat because they just been and all of that. Some of you have laid with downright monsters. And some of you women down there, you have been the monster that other low down niggas have laid with. Talk to me. Goodness, motherfucker.
Welcome to Death Row.
Listen, that's what I say. Before we get to laying that claim on people, let's talk about what we done did. Yeah, let's talk about it if we're going to bring it on out. Some of y'all done got trains ran on y'all. Some of y'all done laid up with women you pray to God today to people that still don't find out about. I know what some of y'all done laid down with. And listen, if we're going to be honest, there's 66 people. I'm not even going to go there. Yes, the hell I am. Turbulence, people. There's men on this panel right now who have experimented. I said it. There's a likelihood of men who have experimented before. So what are we talking about? One thing I am is I'm very careful about pinning people to the cross for judging people. I mean, pinning people to the cross for their past. Because I just know people can really change. And I'm a very good, listen, I've told you guys, I'm an immaculate judge of women. I don't have the horror stories that other people have, which lets me know that I can trust my senses. What my senses say to me is I just don't see Kim Kardashian still being a hoe. I don't see it. Her lifestyle does not say, oh, this is a hoe. Her lifestyle says she's trying to pass the bar, and she's already freed some black men from prison. That is a mindset that you have to go to. You have to have changed for this to become one of your interests. Freeing wrongly convicted people from prison? How many of you are doing something like that? And I'm talking about putting the effort into it. Trying to go to school to get the degree. You know she ain't paying for it because she just broke down on national TV about failing the bar exam. It's called change, and it's very visible. Yes, change for the better. See, I don't desire to nail women up against the cross. I just desire that women do better. And if we don't give them room to do better, why should they listen to our information and start doing better? If we're going to hold things against them after they decide to start doing better, why the hell should they change? Elijah said, that's good for her. However, She's still taking lead pipe. Listen, I want you guys to know this now. I'm in the changing business. That's 100% of what this show is about. I want people to end up with somebody in life so that we don't have all these bastard children running around in the streets to me and your kids, right? We have to be advocates of change, or else we have to be insinuating nobody has a past, because every one of you have a past. I can't nail women to the cross and make them believe that even if I do see some progress in them, that I won't commend them for it, or else they have no reason to listen to my information. Shout out to Lady D sending the rolls over here. Lulu fits up in this situation. About to get married up in this mother. Drop another bomb on that. This is what I tell you guys. You got to get a life partner. Anything else is foolishness to me. People think they can make it without a life partner. You people have lost y'all's mind. I agree, Dr. K. I agree. Dr. K said Kim Kardashian has her stuff together and she is a very smart woman. I respect her. I don't know. I told you guys, I'm very impartial. I know when she was acting like a hoe, and I can also acknowledge when she seems like a mother to me. Elijah said, all praises. I got my queen. No, that's right. If Karen Steffens, if Superhead really did change her life, man, somebody will wife her. Now, I will admit this. I think Superhead went too far. That's a damaged soul because she was touched when she was younger too. I wouldn't advise none of my family members to mess with her. I think she's got demons in her. She's still talking the same talk. All right, people, we're about to get up out of here. I definitely appreciate everybody rocking with us, supporting the show. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. I knew something told me to check. Shout out to Biggs in this situation. Shout out to KJ Jordan up in this situation, supporting the show, rocking with us. Mike over here, supporting the show with the 50-ball food for the fight up in this mother.
Welcome to Denver. Don't you never talk to me like that again. You hear me? Huh?
Lovelace always in the building, as usual. My girl Lena stepping by to up in this mother. Much love to my people and happy holidays to everybody. What the heliante? Smooth Butter definitely in the building. My girl Sweets. Our ever so faithful moderator CF in this mother.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
I'll make you famous.
Never talk to me like that again. You hear me? Huh?
Welcome to Death Row.
Bang, 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 daddy, bang, bang. Second knife to the back guy. Get over here. She belongs to the streets.
My doctor has notified me that I'm morbidly obese.
Beta! Beta! Next time you hear grown folks talking, shut the fuck up, yeah? Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.
You fucking crazy, man. You sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be medicated.
What kind of stupid ass question is that?
Oh yeah, no, it's done. And how tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
How much do you weigh?
180.
Goodbye.
Can't believe you say no funky shit like that.
Oh yeah, no, it's done. And how tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
How much do you weigh?
180.
Goodbye.